so happy that the moth joke has been getting circulated so much from our Tonight Show, because it is completely outrageous what he's doing. It is, it's the Tonight Show, and he is telling this very long story, and he's taking all the time in the world. And I love it just because even though I was there, I'm delighted every time I see it.
Yeah.
I every time I see it, I'm delighted with it, because what he's doing is breaks every rule. Brevity is the soul of wit. That is the rule.
Yeah.
Keep it, and man, he completely, like Picasso, blew up the form. He goes and he tells this joke forever, and then finally gets to this punchline, and you can see that everyone's delighted, but he has broken every rule in the book. And I was talking to Lori Joe, and I asked her if it's okay if I related this, and she said it was okay. But she said that not too long ago, someone asked Norm about the moth story that he told on our Tonight Show, and that she said, the guy wanted to know what made you have the nerve to do that, and that he said that, it was that goddamn Frank Smiley. He said, I was only supposed to do one segment, and then suddenly in the commercial break, Frank came over and said, like, you're doing another one, because whenever I had Norm, I was greedy. I wanted more Norm. I always wanted more Norm. And so he didn't know that we were going to ask him to do a second segment. He had nothing planned, absolutely nothing planned. And so as recently as like not that long ago, I think this was a couple of months ago, he was telling somebody, damn it, that was Frank Smiley. Hey, get back out there. Conan wants more.
So he heard that joke from Colin Quinn. And he did the segment. And it was he had 7 minutes prepared.
Yeah.
And so he basically, you said, and then he's done. He's done. You say, we'll be right back with more Norm. And he goes, I've got nothing to say.
Yeah.
So then he remembered the Colin joke, and it was a 20-second joke. So he asked you, how long is the segment? And he was hoping you'd say 20 seconds.
Right.
But you said 7 minutes.
Yep.
So it became a 7-minute joke.
Yeah, and he's doing that. This has to be understood. He's doing this on the fly.
Yep.
So his way to slow it down that he came up with on the fly is he invents...
It's a Chekhov play.
It's a Chekhov play.
With Russian names. And there's a sadness, an ineffable sadness in life weighing on the character's soul. And, and I'm thinking, I've never met anybody who would take that chance and make that choice. And I'll never meet anybody like him again.
Well, he was the ballsiest comedian in the history of comedians.
He was taking that, and he was saying, like, the joke doesn't matter. Like that, watching that, seeing that clip again, you're getting to see his brain. Yeah. He's just showing you his brain. And the notion that the joke is the thing, the joke isn't the thing.
No, it's the journey.
It's taking a stroll through this guy's brain and hearing the choices that he makes and what he has to say. And, and I think that was like, kind of what, like, there was so much of like what he, would say, like, well, that doesn't matter. This matters, and what mattered to him was his own self-expression, was spreading his own kind of genius and his own point of view.
So we're seeing it a little bit in process here, but obviously we watch you on late night shows. We hear you. I just heard you on Howard Stern. We watch you on your podcast, and what we find is suddenly we're sucked into the vortex of a nearly 9-minute joke that we have no idea how it emerged or where it will lead and what will happen with it, except that it will be very funny and we'll be trying to get everybody to listen to it the next day. How do you do you come saying, oh, I have a
Well,
joke?
you mean like a street joke, like a real
Street joke?
You mean like an actual joke?
Well, I mean, like the
Like a
moth
guy walks
joke
into a
or
bar.
or
Yeah, I
the
didn't
Dirty
make
Johnny
it.
joke.
Yeah, I don't make up those jokes.
They're just out there?
No, have you ever tried to make up a joke? Like, no comic in the world can make up an actual joke. Like a guy walks into a bar and this happens. This takes.
This is startling information.
Oh, you didn't know that? You thought
No,
they
I
came-
thought you come with these things written down on paper, right?
No. You know, they call like a comedian's act jokes, but they haven't been jokes for years. You know, it changed with Alan King to observational comedy. You know, like talking about crabgrass in your neighbor's fucking yard or something. I don't care for Alan King.
Well, a lot of America is upset right now because there's a huge Alan King audience here.
Oh, yes, we're
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Facebook, yeah.
Or maybe it's Larry King. So you're dodging this a little bit. So these are old jokes that you're stealing from Rich Little?
Not Rich Little didn't tell jokes. No, but you, like the moth joke, for instance. Colin Quinn told me that joke, and he said, you know, have you ever heard of the moth joke? Meaning it was a famous joke. And I said, no. And he said, a moth goes into a podiatrist's office, and he says, I have terrible problems, doctor, and I think I'm going mad. And the podiatrist goes, oh, well, that's too bad, moth. But why come to me? I'm a podiatrist. You should be going to see a psychiatrist. Why did you come to my office? And the moth says, because the light was on.
So that's a good joke.
Yes.
But that's not your joke.
That's not my joke. So
No.
I was on the Conan O'Brien show, and I was going to do one segment. And at the end of the segment, he said, we'll be right back with more Norm. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I thought a guy was going to show new Christmas toys. So I said, I don't got nothing to say. And then I remember that Colin Quinn, he said, just talk. So I remember that Colin Quinn joke, and which is about a 20-second joke, you know. So I said, how long is this segment? Hoping he'd say 20 seconds. And he said about 7 minutes, you know. So I made the joke 7 minutes long.
According to a new survey by the Women's Vote Project, women would be more likely to vote if they could send in ballots by mail or if polls were open longer. Also, more women would vote if you were permitted to bake your vote. They like to bake.
Hey, for the 9th consecutive year, Nick, JetBlue Airlines ranked first for satisfaction among all North American airlines. But you know what ranked least in satisfaction? 9/11 Airlines. What a terrible name for an airline. It reminds me of that tragedy. Oh, 9/11. You know, don't laugh at 9/11 again.
PLO leader Yasser Arafat announced this week that his wife is pregnant. The happy couple said they really don't care if the child is a boy or a girl, just as long as it hates Jews.
Male authors are obsessed. This is what, going back to I don't know, Updike and Hemingway, male authors have been, anyways, male authors do tend to be obsessed with female bodies. Male authors obsessed with female bodies. Going on and on about webbed feet and soft insulated. I'm sorry, that's male otters. No.
Know why people are gay? You don't know. Do you know why you're heterosexual? You don't know why.
No, I don't know. Wow.
Maybe the abnormal gene would be hetero.
That's true. Hey, maybe the normal gene would be those
Maybe
ladies
it would be
that
normal to be gay.
that cut their cocks into vaginas.
No, if you're looking to make it in standard television, you're not going the right route.
No.
You're not going the right route here.
Once I get on Hulu.
You're not sending this tape to CBS, are you?
No, once I get on Hulu, the whole act changes.
The president of ESPN says he quit the network because he was being extorted over his cocaine use. Cocaine also explains fuck it.
Dressed up.
Yeah, they told me to dress up for Comedy Week.
Explain to the folks what Comedy Week is. You fucking retard. No, can you explain?
Not really.
This weekend, veteran news anchorman David Brinkley apologized to Bill Clinton for an election night commentary in which he called the president, quote, boring and uncreative. Admitted Brinkley, there was certainly nothing uncreative about the way you moved Vince Foster's body. The president's a murderer. You didn't know that? Well, according to a new Entertainment Weekly poll, 72% of their readers say they would not be offended if a TV show lead character were gay. Though that figure shrinks to 1% when these same readers are reminded that being gay can involve anal sex.
You know that you are a cis male? Have you ever heard of that term?
A cis male?
Cis male. C-Y-S-M-A-L-E. So what it means is that you are a man. You're born a man.
Well, as far as you know.
As far as I know. And you identify yourself as a man.
Yes.
That's a cis male.
No, I don't understand. Where does that... Is this a new phrase?
Yes, it's a way of marginalizing a normal person. Say this first. I am a gifted but self-taught composer.
Why don't you just wipe your mouth a little? Making me fucking sick.
Chevy.
In publishing news, Magic Johnson has received a $5 million advance from Random House for his new book entitled What You Can Do to Avoid AIDS. Chapter 1, Don't Have Sex with Me.
This joke. Call me an old softy. But I'd prefer if you called me a distinguished gentleman with a flagging erection.
In South Dakota, inmates at the state penitentiary say that a new policy which allows officials to read their mail is an example of the routine violations of individual rights in prison. A better example would be the daily anal rapes, but I guess they want to start off small and then work up to the daily anal rapes. You know, they'll start off with the reading their mail, you know.
A Florida University student was caught streaking on campus and apparently told police he was on acid and asked them to cut his dick off. Boy, these kids today are crazy. In my day, we didn't need drugs. We would just cut our own dicks off.
Yeah, you didn't need no fucking acid and shit. Adam Egret, who is, by the way, I'll just remind you, he's over here. That's him. Yeah. It's a joke, an Adam Egret joke.
How do you say the name?
Adam Egret.
Egret. Spelt differently.
Like the bird.
That's Egret. Do you know what Adam Egret has in common with a guitar player?
Adam Egret has in common with a guitar player. No, I don't know.
They both love fingering minors.
Now, okay, come on now. Come on now. By the way, I've noticed the term adult toy always refers to something you can shove up your asshole and never like a big race car, like for a grown-up.
Another good observation.
Yeah.
And finally, due to a change in policy, Amtrak employees will no longer be able to kick homeless people out of Penn Station based on the way they look. From now on, they will have to go solely on urine stench.
Barbara Walters is planning to announce her retirement. What's next for Babs? Death.
The old NORM MACDONALD is back.
A new study found that men with beards are more attractive than men without beards. More great work from the University of Bob Seger.
A bird in the hand is a good way to get bird flu, you fucking asshole. Get away from me, go wash your fucking hands.
You know, I grew up poor, man. My mom used to cut my hair with a bowl. Did you ever see where they used to do that?
Yeah.
Which was bad enough, but then came dinner, and it was, she served a bowl of hair. That was him. Wow. I know the Bible says not to covet thy neighbor's wife.
Right.
But it doesn't say a damn thing about coveting thy neighbor's husband, especially a sweet, hot fucking asshole.
This is sweet hot. Is that in there?
Only things certain in life are death, taxes, and getting caught whacking off in a Target dressing room.
Are these your tips?
I've learned that the hard way. A new report from the CDC states that only 1/3 of Americans use condoms, while 2/3 of Americans are still pretty cool.
Get out! Why do you get a good one?
In Falls City, Nebraska, John Lotter has been sentenced to death for attempting to kill 3 people in what prosecutors called a plot to silence a cross-dressing female who had accused him of rape. Now, this might strike some viewers as harsh, but I believe everyone involved in this story should die.
Rip all these from
When
Steve
I
Allen's
die, I want to be cremated, and my ashes spread eagle and fucked hard, like a fucking real tramp. Wow, come on, man. Why did they make me say that?
Wow.
I wonder who's going to win this case. The mother of the 2 children, or the guy who had his penis twisted into a fake vagina. It's a tough call. You got the guy who fashioned a vagina-like thing, and then you got the mother.
This one's more like a factoid.
Danny DeVito looks like one of those guys with a short but thick penis.
I realized in therapy, Carl, that I'm not afraid of dying. I'm afraid of living. Oh, no, I'm afraid of dying. Organist Ray Manzarek died this week at the age of 74. The curse of the Doors.
Bad news for e-cigarette users. You look fucking stupid.
I like this. I like the theme that this one has. A man in Taiwan reportedly cut off his own penis to win an argument with his wife. That reminds me of that episode of Everybody Loves Raymond, where Raymond forgot Deborah's birthday and had to cut his own cock off.
I don't want fancy things or fancy schmancy things. I don't even want fancy schmancy wancy things or fancy schmancy take a trip to Francie things. What I want is wasting your time and mine.
You're an infant.
Okay.
You can read that.
I don't fat shame women because you can't judge a book by its cover. Of course, it's too damn thick. Nobody's going to read it.
Strangely, the word Bell is in the inventor of the telephone's name, Alexander Graham Bell. Similar to the inventor of the fax machine's name, Benedict Thomas Plot.
A celebrated fertility statue, which many believe has the power to make women pregnant, began a nationwide tour this week. The hundreds of women who claim it caused their pregnancies are of different ages, races, and religions. But they all have one thing in common. They are all dirty, dirty whores. Well, the Learning Annex in New York is offering a new course to teach women how to smoke cigars. The fee to enroll in the class is $100. The fee to watch the class is $200. Well, Jocelyn Elder's new book, Jocelyn Elder's MD, came out this week. I read it.
Hey, George Clooney may be a dapper fellow, dude. Don't forget, he whacks off just like the rest of us. I wonder if he does. I don't even know if that's true. But let's face it, Kevin. No one's ever going to say, that guy is hung like a giraffe, unless his cock is yellow and has brown spots on it. In which case, who cares how big his fucking cock is? He has weeks to live.
Now, I ain't saying she's a gold digger.
You're not saying she's a gold digger.
But she does have several shovels, picks, and panning sluices strapped to her burrow.
Oh, well. Oh, how about this? College freshman Scott Damerow, Larry, set a new world record by using his head to bust 142 eggs, and he now officially holds a place in the Guinness Book of fucking retards. Dance like no one is watching, sing like no one is listening, love like you've never been hurt, and fuck like a goddamn retard.
I saw the word retard.
The Al Qaeda online magazine Inspire has a recipe for a homemade bomb. They also have a recipe for a pretty darn good peach cobbler.
So they're not all bad, you know?
And now it's time for Weekend Update's movie reviews. This week I saw Interview with the Vampire. And here's my review. Not gay enough.
This year's most popular iPhone game is Clash of the Clans.
Clash of the Clan, the most popular iPhone game.
The least popular iPhone game, Cut My Cock Off.
Oh, my Lord. That's what you chose as the final joke?
You chose it!
Wednesday, NASA launched the Space Shuttle Columbia on its 87th voyage. This trip by the shuttle will feature the first spacewalk ever by a Japanese astronaut, who will get to take in the unique perspective of Earth from space. Gee, I wonder if there's any chance he'll take a picture.
One of the most popular documentaries on Netflix is Jiro
Dreams of Sushi?
Jiro Dreams of Sushi.
I've seen that. That's very good.
That's a fantastic documentary. One of the least popular documentaries, Jiro Nightmares of Asteroids.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Jocelyn Elder's new book, Jocelyn Elder's MD, came out this week. I read it.
Your favorite religious movie?
I loved Passion of the Christ.
Did you?
Although I will say I thought it was very anti-Semitic, because every Jew looked like fucking Lovitz. You know what I mean? They were all like, hook noses and stuff. So I could see the anti-Semitism. But what I liked was the incredible violence. But you know what was strange?
Did they ask them, did you kill Jesus? No.
Your favorite religious movie?
I loved Passion of the Christ.
Did you?
Although I will say I thought it was very anti-Semitic, because every Jew looked like fucking Lovitz. You know what I mean? They were all like, hook noses and stuff. So I could see the anti-Semitism. But what I liked was the incredible violence. But you know what was strange?
Did they ask them, did you kill Jesus? No.
Well, listen to this. Catherine Zeta-Jones admitted she is bipolar half the time. She's deliriously happy. And the other time, she has to suck an old man's cock. That's dirty. Come on, man.
Native Americans in upstate New York are trying to block plans to build a Kmart on the site of a Mohican burial ground. In addition, they were upset to learn that sales at this particular Kmart will be announced, "Attention Kmart savages." With just 2 games left before the playoffs, Kobe Bryant received a technical foul and uttered this phrase after returning to the bench. Now hold on, in Kobe's defense, he was referring to Thai referee Pho Kang Phigat. Pho Kang Phigat. Thailand's most famous referee.
To me, perfect sex is like a car wash. You start by lining up right and going in slow, and you finish when 3 Mexican dudes run up and furiously towel you off.
Meanwhile, Furman, who was expected to face disciplinary action by the LAPD, may get off lightly. Under the terms of a controversial plea bargain, the charges against him have been reduced to, quote, 1 count of using the word darky.
A new study shows that most men can identify a gay man by his face alone.
It's the face that's buried in another man's asshole. Pain and Gain, the new movie directed by Michael Bay. Reviewers are calling it everything from shit to fucking shit.
While in the hospital, Michael Jackson had his room specially decorated with 2 huge photos of Shirley Temple. But don't get the wrong idea here. Michael Jackson is a homosexual pedophile.
Here's a very, what do you call it? When a joke is just ripped from today's headlines.
We have to explain on how the joke
Topical. Topical.
After being drafted in the 7th round by the Rams, Michael Sam kissed his boyfriend. The celebration didn't end there because on ESPN2 there was full insertion. This is a joke.
That's good, yeah. These are jokes on these cards.
Oh, okay.
Explain. Here's a very, what do you call it? When a joke is just ripped from today's headlines.
We have to explain on how the joke
Topical.
Topical.
After being drafted in the 7th round by the Rams, Michael Sam kissed his boyfriend. The celebration didn't end there because on ESPN2 there was full insertion. This is a joke.
That's good, yeah. These are jokes on these cards.
Oh, okay.
Explain.
Michelle Obama has booked a cameo on the ABC show Nashville. With this and her appearance on iCarly, I think Michelle's ready to start appearing in films. May I suggest my favorite film series, Black Ass Fuckers? It's actually...
Police in New York investigating the deranged homeless man who attacked a girl with a hypodermic needle have made a shocking discovery. He's Mickey Rourke.
Remember the good old days back when MILF stood for mentally ill ladies I'd like to fuck? Right. Remember the good old days back when MILF stood for mentally ill ladies I'd like to fuck?
I like my movies like I like my pasta. Meatballs, too. Okay, go ahead. When Mozart would sit down to compose, this would be good for your son.
Okay.
When Mozart would sit down to compose a new piano concerto, he'd first pause, close his eyes, and say to himself, I better make this as hard as fuck to play. And you definitely do not want to come out in Nashville. And that's not because of the classic Southern intolerance or anything, but you do not want to be known as a gay predator. That would set the whole movement back.
Here, it's time to do jokes. This is where we put in a big thing, jokes.
Yeah.
So here, you can
Does
start.
it flash? Does it have
You
exclamation
can start.
mark?
Just do the joke right into that camera.
And who wrote these? You got me just doing jokes.
Just read a joke.
Unsolicited. Is this from that joke book, that 1942?
No, this is a real joke.
2 businessmen bought the Milwaukee Bucks for $550 million. They are very excited with their purchase, as this is the only legal way to own black people. Now that is here, and I read that.
Well, you're not there. You know how businessmen are racist?
They are.
Yes, it's them being racist.
They
not
are.
You.
The two businessmen that bought the Milwaukee Bucks for $550 million
Yeah.
are racist, according
oh, no, they're
to this.
fine, man.
That's both funny and true.
That's too dirty. Let's do a nice joke to clean it up.
Opinions are like assholes. Neil Patrick Harris wants to stuff... You should let me read this ahead. Opinions are like assholes. Neil Patrick Harris wants to stuff his cock in them. Oh, wait, that's just assholes. It didn't get a laugh, but I'm laughing. That's very funny.
In what is considered a remarkably short period of time, the head of the Federal Advisory Board, Dr. Peter Mellman, has given speedy approval to a controversial new anti-obesity drug. It should be noted, however, Dr. Mellman's wife is a fat pig. According to retailers, the most popular Halloween mask this year is O.J. Simpson. And the most popular Halloween greeting is, I'll kill you and that guy who's bringing over your glasses, or treat.
Pakistani father stoned his daughter to death for marrying a man of her own choosing. which means Pakistan's tourism board is going to have to find a new slogan to replace "Come to Pakistan." 3 whole days without anyone being brutally stoned to death by her own father.
You like that one?
These are Norm MacDonald.
No, here, this is an actual joke.
That's what I was laughing at.
Mark, this is an actual joke. Right here, there's a new strain of swine flu that could turn into a pandemic.
Uh-huh.
Like, I don't know much about science, you know? I don't pretend to be a epidemiologist. Sometimes I do, but, you know, that's when I've had a little whiskey.
Yeah, yeah.
But I do know this, a word cannot be good when it's a combination of panic and epidemic.
So how'd this... You say this didn't go well last night.
Well, no.
In a recent interview, tenor Luciano Pavarotti says that he is so in love with his new girlfriend that he likes to run nude on the beach with her. Read all about this in this month's issue of Things That Make Me Vomit. That picture makes me vomit as well.
Phoenix Suns president Rick Welts told the New York Times that he is gay. Rumors have swirled around Welts ever since he debuted his idea for the Suns' new uniforms. No uniforms. In a heartwarming gesture, the entire Suns team rallied around their president and blew him. How about this one? They say pimping ain't easy, Andy. But what they won't tell you is much, much more difficult being a prostitute. Pimping is pretty easy. I don't know if you heard of pimp.
How long have you had to work with
The
them?
Polish, I remember the Poland. Do you remember they were trying to, had something, they were trying to land on the sun.
Oh.
I was going to say that the Polish government did actually try to land on the sun back in the
No, they didn't.
Yes, and they were ridiculed for it because they said you'll burn up when you come anywhere near. They said we're going at night.
Who?
Now,
Angry over the Atlanta Braves and Cleveland Indians' use of Indian caricatures as logos, Native Americans showed up at the World Series tonight. They chanted for hours to protest Indian stereotypes, though it didn't help their cause any when it started to rain.
Hey, listen, man, a lot of people talk about masturbating to the Sears catalog when they were younger, you know?
Yes, I've looked through them.
You know, because nowadays with the porn and everything. But I'm a lot older than that. Back in my days, you actually had to go to a Sears store and fucking whack off.
To the mannequins.
Nobody tells me what I can or can't eat, least of all some guy whose job is labeling packets of silica gel.
Do you know what silica gel is?
No.
I feel the same way about slaves as I do about shirts with flame patterns on them. I don't want to be friends with anyone who owns either of them.
Another funny and true one.
Thomas Edison invented the light bulb, but I invented the light bulb up my ass.
I think women are more intelligent than men. Also, Conan, without women, there would be no cookies.
What was Rodney Dangerfield like being around?
He was as Rodney as you would think.
But later in his life, didn't he wear a bathrobe and nothing underneath?
A lot of times,
yeah. Which is funny, but I don't know if he was trying to be funny.
I don't know. He was a good dude. Like when you would, I remember eating lunch with Rodney during Little Nicky. It was just me and Rodney sitting in my trailer and just talking, relaxed. And he was just a sweet guy. He did feel like he wasn't like no respect from the industry. He just felt like he was a no respect guy in life. He was just like, oh, this. He felt like he always had bad luck in all those stories. And but he was a genuine sweet guy. I do remember when the Hanukkah song But Rodney, anyways, Rodney said to me, boys, he goes, what are you doing there? Announcing to everybody you're a Jew. I go, I know what you don't like. He goes, I wouldn't tell that. No, I don't. Just let it. If they know, they know. But don't. It was so funny.
When Rodney was dying, you did talk to him in the hospital.
Yeah.
And you were, you see, this is the balls on you. Guy's dying. He means something to you. What was it you said to Rodney about you were going to go now tell the world his
said,
secret?
Don't worry, I'll let everybody know that you were gay. It's that kind of thing isn't found on anymore. And he was kind of staring off into space, and there was no action on the machines or anything like that. And at that point, his eyes kind of shifted, and his mouth started shaking like he wanted to say something to me. And he was like, I could see there was a look of like joy and recognition and stuff. And all the machines lit up, and this crash team ran into the room and said, what the hell is going on and stuff. And they said, God, he hasn't shown any signs like that in a long time. So he knew I was there.
He was an event guest on Carson, like you say, somebody you knew was coming on, like Rodney. You had to, watch.
This other level of them going on. It was extra exciting.
Yeah, or Steve Martin.
Yeah.
Too.
And I remember with Rodney Dangerfield, first he'd come out and do a set, which would be hysterical. And then the panel would be even
The panel was
funnier.
the second set.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
How you
It
doing?
was like a double set. He'd do
I
another
tell you.
10 minutes sitting down.
Yeah, it was sort of like, so Rodney, how are you?
Right.
He
That
goes,
was it.
Well, I'm okay now, but last week I was in rough shape.
That was it. And he'd do 20 minutes.
Yeah. And my doctor, Dr. Vinnigan Butts.
Now that I think of it, he never actually said anything real.
No,
he never said
the
anything
panel-
about
It
his
wasn't a
life.
real interview.
The panel was a whole second set, and I liked the panel even better than the stand-up. It was so ridiculous.
The flies chipped in to fix the hole in the screen because his wife was such a terrible cook. Just do one after the other. And then one every now and then one wouldn't work.
Yeah.
And he'd just take that one out and he'd cross it off.
He took a break, right? Didn't he do it for years, and then he took like a 20-year break where he didn't do it?
He has an interesting history.
But I heard he wrote jokes during that time, and then he came back in his 40s or maybe even 50s.
I think he was Jack Roy.
Jack Roy.
In the beginning, and he has a very strange
And then,
past.
according to...
He's a tin man.
Yeah.
He was selling aluminum siding.
Yeah, and something crooked was happening, and the police...
Well, the Cliff Nesteroff is the man to check with on that. He might Rodney reportedly was kind of caught up in some scandal for selling
I didn't know that.
for selling siding to widows and
widows.
before he found his way back into stand-up. He didn't have the no respect thing when he first started out.
No,
he developed that
came
over the
later.
years.
Did you meet him?
What? Oh, Rodney, in fact, I did 2 bad movies with.
You were in Meet Wally Sparks.
Meet Wally Sparks.
How could we forget?
And you'll never know the name of the next movie.
Something about midnight.
Yeah, Back by Midnight.
Back by Midnight. I listened to you on the other episodes.
Oh,
I know that surprises
okay.
you.
Knicks, the New York Knicks.
What?
Did you say Knicks movie?
The next movie.
Next
the
movie.
next.
Yeah.
And I remember one time seeing Rodney on stage, and he was trying out stuff, and the audience just wasn't with him.
Really?
And he stops for a while, and he's, fixing his tie and looking both ways. And then he goes, hey, if anybody tells you you're a hot crowd, you spit in their face, okay?
You saw him say that?
Oh, yes.
I saw him at Westbury a bunch of times.
Did they laugh when he said that?
Oh, yeah.
Now you also wrote for Rodney. Did you do stuff?
No, but so little. Well,
you went on the road with him, didn't you?
For 2 weeks. It's so funny. People come up to me and say, "You're so full of shit, man. You aren't that close to Rodney. You made a big deal." I said, I never said that I did anything that I didn't do. We went away for 2 weeks, and to this day, I'm still remembering fucking shit that he did and said, which is like...
Was he really that big a party? I read all these stories.
He was a
about
big
the
party, but he wasn't funny. He was just funny. Like what he said, the funniest thing he ever said was not him being funny. And to this day, I don't think I ever heard anything funnier in my life. It's 1980, and it's Fort Lauderdale, Easter time. Wall to wall, college girls in bikinis. Luckily, you don't have a gun on you because you put a bullet in your head. And me and Rodney are walking along the sidewalk, and here's the beach. You can't see the water for the girls in bikinis. And he just turned to me and said, "Don't you wish you could just fuck anybody you wanted?" I'm like, who says that?
He used to be my neighbor. Rodney lived in the Pavilion on York Avenue between 76 and 77th Street.
I know it well.
I lived in the Kingsley, right up the road from where he was. And one morning, I'm out there, going out to get my morning coffee, and there's Rodney in a bathrobe,
in his blue bathrobe with his nutsack hanging,
walking little Fifi. He goes, "Hey, Fifi, yeah, gonna pull my arm out of my socket. Slow down, Fifi." And he's in his boxer shorts and his blue.
Oh God,
I love
There's
the story.
not a comic on the East Coast that hadn't seen him in that ratty fucking bathrobe.
I love the story. If you watch the Caddyshack documentary, his first scene in a movie ever was when he's on the golf course and he goes, "Oh, my arm," So now it's his first scene, and he's all apparently he used to wear a vial of cocaine around his neck, so he sat there doing bumps all day, so he's already tweaked. So he's like, "Oh, my arm," and then he cut. That's it. I quit. I'm done. I don't want to do movies. I'm just doing stand-up. I'm leaving. Find someone else. And everybody's like, "Rodney, why? What's the matter? You were great." He goes, "What are you talking about?" Nobody laughed. And they were like, "You can't. It's a movie. Everybody's got to be quiet." The whole crew is sitting there going, they're holding their mouth. He goes, he was so used to everybody.
It's a tough concept.
When he said a joke, people instantly responded. But on a movie set, you got to be quiet.
That was his first movie, right?
Yeah, that was the first scene. He was done. I'm done with this movie shit.
When I was with him in Las Vegas, he left Las Vegas and went to L.A. to actually do the reaction shots for Caddyshack. And he came back, and after the movie came out, one time he says, "Yeah, you look at that movie. It looks like we were on coke for every take. You know why?
Only you.
We were on coke for every take." And there's like a long shot of him. He's standing up on the thing. He's him waving the fucking golf club.
Yeah, but it looks good on you.
Here's a story about Rodney, man. He was fucking guy. Kept doing coke and shit, even when you get scared at some point. You stop doing drugs.
Yeah. Right.
Most humans,
not him.
This fucker, 80, whatever he was, doing all kinds of shit. Saga told me the story, right? So he's in the hospital, and he's got a fucking brain tumor that's going to cause a heart attack. All this crazy shit, right?
Right.
So everybody's worried about him. Just leaves the hospital 2 days later, right?
Walks out on his own.
Yeah, so he's in the comedy store with two hookers, and he's waiting for Ron Jeremy to show up.
Oh my goodness!
So this is 2 days later.
Yeah.
So Saget told me he walked in, he was like completely shocked. He said, "Rodney, how you doing, man? Well, what's going on?" He goes, "How are you doing?" And Rodney goes, "How am I doing?" He goes, "I'm sitting here with two whores waiting for a guy who can suck his own dick. How you doing?"
Still very quick.
I met him on Saturday Night Live because he came and did, when I did Update, he came and did some jokes on his 75th birthday. So we have to do dress first at 8:30 and then at 11:30 the show,
Right.
So he comes and he's like, "Hey, Norm, I got to fucking talk to you, So I go in and I'm like, "Mr. Dangerfield, it's great to meet you." The first time I ever met him. He goes, "Listen, man." He goes, "What the fuck, man? Why am I doing it at 8:30? I know my fucking jokes. I'll just come back at 11:30. I go, "I don't know how it works, Rodney. You got to do it." He goes, "God damn." He goes, "Let me tell you something, kid." This was his advice to me.
Kid.
He goes, "Let me tell you something, kid." He goes, "This fucking TV shit, He goes, "This waiting around all the fucking time. It's a bunch of all shit, It's shit." He goes, "It's the same with fucking movies, You're in the movie, and then you're in the fucking trailer all the time. That's all you're doing is fucking jerking off in the trailer, He goes, "It's all shit, kid." He goes, "Remember this and remember it. Remember it forever. Stand up, man. That's all there is. Stand up."
And he meant it.
Then there's a fucking 5-minute pause. He's looking me right in the eyes. He goes, "Stand up, shit."
He forgot. It's all shit.
So I'm like, okay, well.
A negative guy. Yeah, it's just great, though. What a funny man. Just naturally funny man. Is it true that, was Richard Pryor a huge hero of yours?
Oh, yeah.
Was his last television?
I met Rodney, man, when I made the worst mistake ever, which I was in the fucking hotel, and I loved Rodney and shit. I didn't know him. And I was coming down, in the casino. I was coming down the fucking elevator, and Rodney was in the elevator. I'm like, oh my God, it's Rodney. I gotta say something to him. So, anyways, I'd worked on some stupid fucking thing with this director, who said he worked with Rodney. So I used that as a thing, right? So I go, hey Rodney. I go, we have a common friend. He goes, who's that? I go, Paul Johnson. He goes, that cocksucker. He goes, that fucker's no friend. And there's a full elevator. That fucker's no friend of mine. You tell him he can suck my dick. I'm like, oh, I'm not his friend. I'm not his friend. But you remember that book on stand-up written by maybe William Goldman? I can't remember. But it was about Lenny Bruce. It was about Lenny Bruce.
I don't think I read that.
It was Lenny Bruce.
I never met Lenny Bruce, but I know who William Goldman is.
So there was a guy that was with Lenny Bruce that was supposed to be the funniest guy.
Well,
he was Rodney's friend.
Joe Ansis.
Yes.
Joe Ansis, Rodney
Now,
told
I met
me.
Joe Ansis.
No way.
He came to Saturday Night Live, and he wasn't very funny.
Well, he was an old man by then, right?
Yeah, he was with Rodney.
You know, there's a story about him that he was so OCD that he got into a bathroom, took off all of his clothes, and like naked in a toilet, but didn't lock the stall door.
Yeah.
And Rodney told me this story, and it has to be true, I guess, and because he didn't tell that many stories this many times. And he's naked, standing on a toilet seat. So you look under the stall, and the guy saw that there was nobody there, and he was trying to take a shit, and he was just naked like a crow, and his clothes were laid up over the side of the stall.
Yeah.
And a guy opened the stall, and they both because he was like naked with like his dick hanging out.
My God.
Just a creepy story. There was no punchline to it except how OCD the guy was, how crazy.
I heard a great story, and correct me if I'm wrong, about you running into Rodney after he got out of a hospital at Caroline's. Was that you? And he was waiting for Ron Jeremy?
Yeah, that was at his place. That's actually in the book.
It's in the book.
Is that in the book?
Yeah, there's a story.
Tell
and
everyone that story.
It's a true thing that I was supposed to have dinner with Rodney at 7 o'clock on a Wednesday. And I got to his place, and he was in a robe, and he just had surgery, but he was healed, wasn't like hanging out. He had a scar up here, and he said they took out all my guts, lied them next to me, and then put them all back in. That's how he talked about his surgery. It's just like something quick, like Legos or something. And so I got to his place Wednesday night, and his wife was going out with a friend, and he goes, "Bob, you didn't call to confirm." I said, "I'm not late. This was the plan." "You didn't call to confirm, man. I'm sorry. I got Ron Jeremy coming up here with 2 hookers." And I said, "Well, I gotta go. I'm not gonna. I met Ron before. No offense. I just don't. I'm good. I'm gonna leave." And Rodney goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, man. I feel bad." He had a release on the table that just says, "I, Ron Jeremy, allow Rodney to use me in his book." And that was just going to be his signature. That's what it was all for. So Rodney goes, "Sorry, I'll walk you out. I feel bad, Bob." And he walks me over to the elevator, and the elevator was just to his unit. And I walk over, and the doors, I'm on the inside of the elevator, and I go, he said, "How you doing, Bob?" I said, "I'm doing pretty good. I would have liked to have dinner, but how are you doing?" And he goes, "You want to know how I'm doing? You're leaving, and I'm waiting for a guy that can suck his own cock. That's how I'm doing." And then the doors closed. And we both laughed out loud because he said it he had no energy up to that moment. And when he said it, it was like a back-to-school moment. Like, "That's how I'm doing." And he yelled it. And that's what the guy could do, apparently. The potato bug of porn actors.
Yeah.
Could curl himself up.
And you've met him.
I met him. He loves comics.
Thinks he's funny. He's the funny one.
He loves comedians. That's the guy you definitely want to fist bump, not shake.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about that big juicy thing you were talking about.
No.
He was awesome.
I officiated his funeral.
Oh, man.
It was pretty intense to put him away. I was with him in the emergency, sorry, I got a little, in the intensive care. He was in a coma, so I'd go in and talk to him.
How old was he when he passed?
84.
That's amazing. He did all that coke and he made it to 84.
He stopped doing coke. He just liked pot, but he
When
did
did
a
he stop
lot
doing
of coke.
When did he stop?
I think about 10 years before he died.
Still amazing. 74 years old doing coke. Going, I got another 10 years. I'll tell you what.
I can't. How do you stop? Woo! No booze, no coke, no pot, no pills.
Yeah.
What about guys
like
that
the
do
deep
like that's not very good, is it?
Sometimes it is. I mean,
Political stuff?
I like all comedy. You probably do too, Norm. You know,
Huh?
you probably like it all too.
I don't like political comedy.
You don't?
Like, I don't give a fuck if Reagan's old. Are they still doing it with Reagan jokes?
Probably. They probably are. Yeah, you gotta have you get like an old socialist audience of old Jewish guys with ponytails when you do material like that.
You understand after a while, and even with politicians, like, they're still human beings. And,
yeah, barely. But yeah, they're the worst kind of fucking people in the world.
That's
all of them.
I'm glad to hear you say that, because everybody thinks you're all leftist and everything.
Well, I mean, I definitely land on the lefty side of things on, ideological terms, but I found that from doing political talk radio, just, being, carrying water for any of them, you just got to realize the quality of people you're dealing with. You're dealing with fucking corporate whores who are operated by business interests. So, really it's going to come down to, however you view politics, the question is, do you give a shit about poor people? And, and are we being taken advantage of?
Right.
Now, if people want to frame that as, Obama's a communist and draining us of our livelihood, well, that's your particular delusion, and that's fine. I mean, but I just got disillusioned with all of it, because these are not quality people. I mean, I did a joke about Michelle Bachmann on Real Time.
I saw that.
Yeah, and I was getting flack from this, a very small portion of the right, that they were like, he's a misogynist. I'm like, she's a fucking pig. She's a fucking politician. Can you name me two politicians that command any respect whatsoever? Why do we respect these people? These people are car salesmen. They're idiots. They're more disingenuous than anybody as performers, and they basically figured out a way to bait and placate morons into voting against their self-interest. That's an amazing skill, but is it respectable? I don't know. Do you respect a guy that sells you horse shit in the guise of a health supplement?
I agree with you. I mean, I think politicians are terrible. I mean, people attack evangelists, but at least evangelists offer something.
Right. Well, they after the immediate relief of someone's pain and aggravation with another line of bullshit. But nonetheless, I mean, they're pretty evil too.
Well,
I mean, with politics, it's like, I don't like to get into it that much anymore.
Yeah, let's not get into this shit, man.
Okay, buddy.
Because it's getting. I can see people not laughing now.
No, I mean, but laughter. But I know that you've gotten into a little bit of flack around it. But you're
flack around what?
Around politics.
What do you mean?
Well, just that you've said things that people have reacted to, but you're not like a political comic.
I'm not political. I've only said things on purpose to provoke people.
Right.
Once in a while.
You like doing that, though.
Once in a while.
Yeah.
But I've never. But I've never. Because I don't know enough. And because I don't respect political humor when it's nothing but gossip.
Yeah, and mostly comics and people like us, people who are obviously First Amendment warriors to a certain degree. We like living the way we want to live. So it's really just going to come down to money. It's like, how do I keep my money? I mean, that's the biggest political question that most righties ask themselves. It's like, I'd like to keep as much of my money as possible. And if that's in a minority opinion, how do we get this majority of poor people to get me to keep my money and believe that they're doing the right thing?
Yeah, it's a tough fucking thing, because apparently I read this, if all the money in the world was equally divided among everybody would be dead fucking poor.
Yeah. There's these moments where I don't talk about as much as I used to, but then there's moments where you're like, there's a moment that I was on a fucking radio show the other day. And this was an interesting thing because it's about professionalism. I don't do political talk radio. I've got my political views and they're fairly general. I'm not trying to support, any politician, but, I have the way I think about things. But there are politicians that represent the opposite of what I think. So I'm on this talk show with a guy, it's a Fox affiliate, but, I'm there to plug my comedy and talk about my podcast and be funny with this dude who's a talk show host. He's a radio professional. He runs an entertainment show for the most part, but he's been dying to talk to Rand Paul about the bridge situation, because I'm in Louisville, Kentucky. He's the fucking senator. Right. They got bridges falling down, and he's been trying to get this guy on the show. And the guy he calls in when I'm there. You know, so like now I've got, like, if I was doing political talk radio, I mean, it would have been like, you know, what the fuck are you thinking? You know, you and your libertarian bullshit, and how are we going to pay for this? Like, I would have jumped in and done that. But there was this moment where it's like, I'd just done a segment with this radio professional. He was like, God, it's great to talk to a guy who knows how to be on radio. We're having a good time. Hold on, the senator's on the phone. And I got to sit there and go, oh, do I do this? Would it be worth it to sabotage this for some lefty, credibility? Yeah, and then I realized, like, dude, you know, he's a radio guy. You're a comedian. You're having a good conversation. He's trying to talk to this guy about a local problem. Just shut the fuck up and let him do his job. And then when you come back, you know, get back to what you were talking about. And I chose to do that. But I did walk out saying, like, you pussy. You had such an opportunity there.
You know, I was on Politically Incorrect a couple of times.
Yeah.
And, fuck, man. You know, you have to have an opinion about every goddamn thing on that show. So,
or you can just do a little homework and write some jokes.
Yeah, but sometimes I remember at the break, like Scott Carter go, enough with the jokes.
Yeah.
But I'll never forget. Like I'm very unlearned, and so before the show, Scott came in, who was the
producer. Yeah, he's been on the show. Yeah.
So he said, "What do you think about China and Taiwan?" And seriously, I only know those as words, you know. So I was like, I don't know anything. Like, can't I have another subject? So, anyways, then we get out because he goes because Bill believes this. I mean, anyways, when we get out, we're introducing the guy beside me, the smart guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
He wrote a book on China and Taiwan.
Right.
So fucking Bill Maher, he starts with me. He goes like, "What was it, China and Taiwan?" I go, I don't know. Fucking ask this guy. What do I know? I'm a nightclub comic. What? Like, that's what made me laugh at that show. Everyone's opinion's equal.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like a nightclub comic and an expert. And then another thing I always found funny about that show is the comedians try to be very serious, and then the serious guys are trying to get jokes.
Yeah. So
it's like...
it's not always our shining moment.
I do like Bill, though.
No, Bill's great at what he does.
Yeah.
Like he started out a straight up joke dude, and he knows his shit. And it's pretty amazing.
You know what's funny about him? I don't know if I should say this or not, but I mean he's probably aware of it. When he does his monologue, have you noticed when he does his monologue, he does Johnny Carson?
No, no, definitely. He definitely models himself. I think that's been his style for a long time. He definitely takes the posture.
But I find it very funny because, you know, he's got the posture and the timing and everything. And he's like, and then she came in his face, you know, but it's crazy words come out.
And Carson would have loved to have done that.
Yeah, he probably would have.
Met Donald Trump when he was on The Tonight Show on Jimmy Fallon's show. Now, tell us about that encounter you had with Donald Trump.
Well, I'd met Donald Trump many, many times in New York City, just because when I was doing Saturday Night Live, he was a fixture in New York City, and he'd come to a lot of the shows, and he was just a local eccentric, you know, that people mostly loved in New York because he fixed the rink in Central Park when the city couldn't. But no, when I was on Jimmy Fallon, that's when Jimmy Fallon tousled his hair and got in trouble for it, and I was the other guest. So I was just out in the hallway, and I said, Donald, can I have a picture? You could call him Donald then. I guess you can still call him Donald. We don't have to call him President, apparently. But I said, can I get a picture with you? And he said, yeah, absolutely, sure, Norm. And then he walked down the hall and got in the elevator with his Secret Service guys. So, but he was just doing it as a joke. A lot of times, the problem with candidates that, or political candidates that do comedy is obviously comedy doesn't translate well to the page sometimes, you know, sarcasm is lost, obviously, and things like that. So if someone says something that's meant self-disparagingly or satirically, and you want to take it out of context, you can. That happened a lot of times with Trump on the campaign trail.
But, you know, he's being caricatured on Saturday Night Live, like, quite mercilessly by Alec Baldwin. Like, is it funny to you? Is that funny?
No. The only reason I don't find it funny, when I was there, Darrell Hammond did Donald Trump, and that shows how far back Trump goes, because that was 20 years ago. But
Daryl did him then, it was a softer Trump. You know, I think it was a Trump that was a lot closer to his real self. But if you do, the problem with if you do an impression of someone, you have to like that person, you know, because you're playing the person and people like themselves. So you can't play someone and have contempt for them at the same time. You know, it doesn't work as an impression. So I don't like his impression, and I have no political affiliation. I just mean from a comedy level.
Let me ask you this: so your Bob Dole imitation was pretty famous back in the day. So would you do Donald Trump today? Would you do a Donald Trump imitation?
I try to not do comedy about Donald Trump because I think I had one joke about Donald Trump that I ever did where I said that Americans hated Hillary Clinton so much that they voted for someone they hated more than Hillary Clinton to rub it in. And that's the only time I ever made a joke about Trump. But I try to stay away from it because it's just, you know, it's low-hanging fruit, and also, you know, Trump oftentimes is doing self-parody, and nothing looks dumber than if you parody self-parody. You know, you really get caught not understanding.
So comedy in the time of Trump, is it more difficult than it was when you were on Saturday Night Live?
It's more difficult in the time of Trump for good comedians, and it's way easier for bad comedians. You know, you don't have a worldview by just saying you don't like Trump. You know what I mean? That doesn't count. Like you can't just say I hate Trump, and that makes you a good person. And the Democrats just can't say I hate Trump, and that means they have a position. You know, that's no position. So for idiots, it's an easier time because you go, well, that guy's the idiot, not me. But if you try to do smart comedy, it's better to stay away from Trump. You know. Thing was he forced him to do this. A big problem that Clinton has is this thing where he's going to pardon the McDougalls.
He may or may not pardon them. Yeah, people don't know. The whitewater people, we call them here at the show.
Hillary, if she is, because she's also a co-conspirator.
Yeah, if she gets sent away.
If she gets sent away, will he pardon her? And Clinton said, "You do the time, you do the crime, you do the time," he said.
That was so sweet, you know, you moved into three-point range and up and at the last second fouled. All right.
I don't know about politics.
Norm is perfectly capable of like shaving and putting on a little Grecian formula and putting a tie and a suit on and going to New York and doing a really funny, kick-ass 5-minute stand-up comedy set. But then you talk to him about doing podcasts or projects or teaming up or whatever. It's like, Norm can't leave his apartment because if he gets up, he'll kick over a jug of urine and he'll lose his cleaning deposit. And he does not drive. He does not drive himself. Oh, no, he does not. By the way, move to L.A. and then make the proclamation, I don't drive. And it's like saying I can't be employed. Like, he should just fucking take ropes and put himself onto the bed like James Caan in Misery. Like,
he doesn't drive?
No, he does not drive. Why? He has a helper person, female, whatever. So it's so insane. And then, you know, people tweet me all the time like, hey, get Norm on, man. You guys are dynamite together. Everyone loves you and Norm together. And I'm like, it would be awesome if he was capable of getting inside of a Volvo and propelling himself in my direction.
Where does he live?
He lives somewhere on the west side, sort of beach city.
Oh, he's in L.A.?
Yeah, he's in L.A.
Okay. All right.
He does not drive.
Well, that can be fixed.
I agree.
Are you taking his beautiful Dave Letterman moment and making it about the fact that you can't get him to do anything with you?
That's exactly what's happening. Yeah.
I just see the guy. I'm seeing it because he is so good when he wants to be good, and he puts himself together, and it's perfect. And then you see him, and he's got like a gray beard, and he's walking around with Kleenex boxes on for slippers, and it's like, look, just fucking learn, get your driver's license, and come on out.
Yeah, join the rest of us.
It's
in society.
So, well, no, I feel like Norm's talent is being wasted in Norm's apartment instead of out with us.
Which I believe now. See, I don't know anything about what Norm's doing. You catch him every now and then on a clip. You catch him. Maybe he calls in somewhere, and I've seen him there. He seems to tweet a lot now, though.
Yes.
He'll tweet.
Guess what you can do from your living room.
He'll watch an entire round of golf, the Masters. He'll tweet every shot. He'll go on long rants. Well, he showed up at the SNL thing.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's the whole thing.
He's capable.
He cleans himself up, he shaves, he puts on a suit, and he goes out and does a really funny stand-up set.
And you wouldn't even need him to clean himself up or a suit. I'm wearing pajamas right now with slippers.
I'm wearing fucking practically pajamas myself. I know. All I'm saying is he is one of the funniest guys on the planet.
Oh,
it would
so
be
funny.
nice if he could, somebody just backhand him and yell, "Get hold of yourself." And then, give him a shot of vermouth or something and go, let's go. We're going down to fucking DMV.
Maybe that's
we're getting
you.
a license. I think I told him.
That guy sounds hot.
It's either that or Gilbert Godfrey. I can't remember. But I told one of them, I will teach you how to drive.
But you don't need to. If in his position, he can get someone to drive him places. Oh, there's Uber. I love Uber. Oh, you hate Uber?
No, I love it. I just can't. It's impossible.
The answer, yes, is you could get someone to do it.
Has he never
Maybe
driven?
he just has a social phobia that only goes away when he goes to New York for major television farewells and finales.
Was there a driving-related trauma? I don't want to belabor this, but I'm fascinated.
No, there are many people that they're allowed to just announce to the world that they're nuts, essentially. And then they can do whatever idiosyncratic behavior they like, and then everyone just sort of covers for them. They go, Gilbert Godfrey or Norm or whoever, everyone goes, oh, well, they don't drive. But no one ever goes, why the fuck not? I've been driving since I was 15 and a half. It's
That's
no
like
big deal.
Bill Cosby doesn't have sex with women who are awake. That was his thing.
That's his thing.
He announced
how it is.
Maybe
That's
he
the thing.
should have announced it.
He should have.
Yeah, we'd be more forgiving.
As a matter of fact, I told Annie earlier that she said, well, how did you and Norm meet? I said, I always would end up, it's not like we hung out at, the deli every night together, but Norm and I always ended up at these functions that we kind of had to be at. And I said, well, probably the way Norm and I really bonded was because we were the only other person that we wanted to talk to there. Right. Like we'd just end up in the corner talking to each other because we'd be looking around thinking, why are we here? When we did Armageddon, it was like the first time I'd ever been in a big movie, and I was sitting
here, right?
It was here at Culver Studios. That's right, and so. I was sitting there with Owen Wilson, and Owen, not many people knew Owen at the time. He wasn't as big a deal yet, and Steve Buscemi was there, and Will Patton, and we were all sitting over here, and here's Jerry Bruckheimer and Michael Bay and Bruce Willis and all these cats, and I was sitting over there, and Buscemi was looking over at Owen, and they was looking at me, and all of a sudden Buscemi looks at me and he goes, what the fuck are we doing here?
That's a great Buscemi.
That's a good Buscemi impression. And he was right. I was like, what were we? I mean, and the movie.
Well, everybody's so fucking handsome. Also, and then especially when they're crowded parties, you're like, whoa, the guy fucking right there. And then also you don't remember what he was in, or
Yeah.
I read.
It's frightening, most people.
I couldn't imagine being in one of those.
And then I feel like they're at every party. You know, like I know David Spade is a really funny guy, but he goes to every party and every red carpet, and I'm like, man, I don't know how you do that. Like, it's got to be exhausting.
Yeah.
As well as maintaining a career. You know?
Right, I know. I mean, well, David's got I know David a little bit, and he's got that type of personality, I think, maybe where he can do that, you know. I get, you know, tongue-tied, and they always ask me some, you know, stupid question that I don't really want to answer, and then I always end up answering it anyway. You know what I mean? Right. And the next thing you know.
Let's talk about you now. Let me ask you something.
Yes,
Another guy from Canada has come and invaded show business here in the United States.
With an acerbic wit.
So many funny guys come out of Canada. What is it about Canada that produces all these comedians? What do you think it is?
I don't know, because when I'm in Canada, no one's funny.
You think it's the long, dark, cold winters? You just had to find something to laugh about?
Yeah, we don't have dark winters. We don't live in the Arctic Circle.
But they're long, aren't they?
They're long and cold, and they're cold.
And really cold.
Yeah, they're cold.
So when you're a kid up in Canada...
I don't want to put too fine a point on it, but they're cold.
You said this is the coldest you've ever been. You're Canadian, so are you okay with this?
I've been colder than this. I've been colder than a vampire's...
Go on.
That's like
We're
an
waiting.
8 a.m. joke.
Yeah, we can do it at 7:19. The stage is yours.
Are you drunk? Because all you did was ride a cooler and you're sweating.
I am. Well, it's hot it's hotter than a $2
Well, he's
pistol
got like
in here.
12 layers on.
Yeah,
I think.
thought it was going to be really cold.
Well, you're from Canada. This should be springtime for you.
No, I know I'm from Canada, but you know I'm still a human being. Like it's not like you really evolved differently. Yeah, no, I'm from the frozen north.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets colder than It gets colder than a...
Oh, here it comes. Get your finger on the panic button.
No, it gets colder than a vampire's demeanor.
Okay, that's better. Wow. Surprisingly cerebral.
Well, let me ask you something. Now, I knew you when you started here in L.A., but you're from Canada.
Yeah.
You started in Canada. I did some gigs in Canada, and it's a little different, isn't it?
It's kind of rough there because they got like a lot of people that like hate me.
Oh, well, that could be a disadvantage.
That's rough going in. But it was all like, you go to these crazy places like Medicine Hat or Red Deer.
Yeah, yeah.
Or I played one place, Head Smashed In, Buffalo Jump. It was a crazy place.
Yeah.
And you know how I got his name? It was a guy, in the old days, the buffalo used to run and open in the plains. It was beautiful, you know, way back in the 70s. And they would run. And so the way they'd catch him is, Jay, they'd dig a hole with a shovel.
Right. Dig a hole. Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
And then they dig the hole with the shovel, and then the buffalo, they're dumb animals. They just run, you know, and run and run and run, and then fall into the hole, right? So one time this Indian dude, a brave, you know, he was digging the hole, and he didn't hear all the buffaloes were already running. And then all the buffaloes fell on his head and smashed it in. So then they called the town Head Smashed In Buffalo Jump. It's a very unwieldy name.
Really unwieldy name. Yeah. And you played gigs there? I mean, what were the audiences like?
They were horrible. Man, they hated my guts.
Yeah.
One time I kissed Relic.
The Beachcombers?
Yeah.
Were you on a ferry or?
No, that Indian guy from the show gave me some bad heroin.
That's not true.
No.
You made that up.
I didn't make that part up, but I did have a long kiss with Relic.
For a show or just party?
Yeah, no, I was supposed to be on the Beachcombers.
Right, that would have been awesome with Jackson Davies too.
Yeah,
yeah.
And turns out I was never going to be on the Beachcombers, and I was just going to be in Relic's hotel room.
What, were you in Vancouver?
Yeah, I was in Vancouver, and I'm like, this is going to be the greatest. I'm going to be, I was supposed to be like the new breed of the Beachcomber and everything. That's what Relic said.
So this is a next generation Beachcomber thing?
Exactly.
Okay.
Beachcomber, the next generation. Relic was supposed to be the executive producer, and he'd make occasional appearances. This is what he told me in his hotel room.
Come on. This didn't happen.
No, it didn't happen.
Okay. I got to read this book. Sean.
Hey, I should put that in the book.
You should. I know there's a couple generations maybe between you two as comedians. Looking at.
A couple?
Watching Norm over the years and some of the characters, what's it like being alongside one of the best?
Oh, it's great. I mean, I love Dirty Work, and I love Saturday Night Live. And then I worked with Norm. He was my boss, my first boss in Los Angeles.
Yeah, Sean's awesome, man. Future of comedy. If you show this clip like 10, 20 years from now, you're going to go, who's that old guy talking about, who the hell is Relic?
Oh, I love that
I'll
story.
be like Relic, and he'll be like me, like 20 years. When you look at this in the fall. In Canada, it's different. Like here in the States, you vote for the president, maybe you vote for the wrong guy, a war happens.
Right.
In Canada, it's not like that. You go, like, what's the big thing? Should they make that bridge?
Right, that's the biggest.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter. So it's,
It's too much
we're
pressure.
very inconsequential, Canada.
Yeah.
Last time I performed here at the Just for Laughs Gala was 25 years ago, and I did so well, they invited me back. So that was nice. I love Montreal, my God, and call me an eternal optimist, but I really believe in my heart that this is the year that the Expos are finally going to win it all. Montreal, famous for a lot of things, one of them being the greatest strip clubs in all of the world. Yeah. Last night, are you aware of Club Super Sex? Yeah, so last night I went to Club Super Sex. I chose the soup. Big mistake. Hey, big election coming up, and in Canada, this is the difference in elections in America and Canada, is elections in America mean something. You vote for the wrong motherfucker, the world blows up. I don't need that on my hands. Whereas Canada, it's always like, well, what's your view on the bridge? I say keep as it is. I don't think they need to clean that up. That's fine. It was easy when I was young to vote because it was simply, you just didn't vote for the French guy. It couldn't have been an easier choice. As a matter of fact, I almost feel like coming back this fall just as an homage to my late father and not vote for Trudeau. My dad did not like Trudeau. Trudeau was my hero, though. I loved him, And since I've come back, I've been watching the news and everything. I've been seeing Justin, And I thought, by God, this Justin kid, he must be brilliant because his father was Pierre Elliott Trudeau. But then I forgot, he's got a mother. So that's kind of evens everything out. What's also different in American and Canadian elections? In America, you get to vote for the President of the United States, and in Canada, you vote for some motherfucker who lived down the street. In your riding. whatever the hell that is. So then that guy, he goes to the House of Parliament, you know, and he's like, oh, wow, this is big. And then the speaker's like, all right, well, what are we going to talk about? Anybody want to bring an issue? And then your guy's like, yeah, I just, our bridge ain't looking too good. The speaker's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I go, no, I'll sit down. Sorry about that, I just... Thank you and good evening. I'm Norm MacDonald, and I could not be more excited to be here. You know, when I was asked to host the Canadian Screen Awards, I called my good friend Chris Rock, and I said to him, I've got some great news, Chris. I'm going to Canada. And he said, I've got some great news, too. I'm hosting the Oscars. What are you doing in Canada? And I said, you know, visiting some family, friends. The usual. We're coming to you live from Toronto, or as you cost-cutting location scouts call it, New York City. Never has there been such an assembly of great Canadian talent in a single location that did not have to be Zamboni'd first. Tonight, the CSAs are being seen in over 50 countries. Isn't that exciting? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Don't, wait. I misread that. 50 counties. And a couple of regional municipalities. We are here to celebrate nominees for their wonderful work in Canadian cinema and television, which is a lot like celebrating the Northern Lights. You probably haven't seen them, but you've heard they're amazing. We have a lot to celebrate in our industry. Amongst the TV shows nominated tonight are Amazing Race Canada, Big Brother Canada, Master Chef Canada. Where do they come up with these ideas? But it's been a wonderful year for Canada. It's been a especially great year for one little guy, one adorable little Canadian youngster who's already accomplished so much. Of course, you know who I'm talking about, Justin Trudeau. Hasn't he had a wonderful year? It's been a busy weekend getting here. We lost an hour. As you know, daylight savings time went into effect last night. I give it 6 months. Well, we're going to start the show, but I was... It hasn't started yet. You didn't know. I saw a wild look of alarm cross your eyes. But I was backstage yesterday, and we were doing rehearsals, and I asked, what is the statuette called? And they said, it's called the Canadian Screen Award. And I said, well, that seems kind of dull. Like, what? That's the name of the award? And they said, well, we've been bandying around different names, but none of, they said in Canada it takes a long time to get stuff done and stuff. But one of them that they said, one of them they mentioned was the Candy. And I think John Candy, I mean, who doesn't love John Candy? So, of course, the statuette should be called the Candies. So what I'm asking you to do is, if you are a presenter, ignore the teleprompter and say, the candy goes to. And if you are lucky enough to win one, go, I won a candy. What do you think of that? Can you go along with that? Excellent. That would make us a better nation. I am not here to upbraid. However,
I think I made it quite clear that these awards should be referred to as the candies. A 9-year-old child knew. Are you so burdened with this preposterous technology? So I would like not to see that again. You know, backstage I was thinking how different things are since I moved to the United States. You know, now I'm in the United States. One thing I've noticed about films, I don't like foreign films anymore. You know? They're all like artsy, kind of not my cup of tea. But when I grew up in Ottawa, by God, I loved foreign films. You know, Star Wars, Smokey and the Bandit. Do you remember that one? Here to present our next award, the Candy. And this will be the end of my upbraiding, I hope. George St. Kitts and the Candy Band. Who can take a sunrise? Come on, guys. Sprinkle it, but they can't. Well, whatever. Well, our next presenters are political people. And it made me think, because I was just told Cape Breton Island, I don't know if you know this, but they are offering sanctuary to anyone that lives in America after Trump is elected president by a landslide. And I agree with this in principle, but why Cape Breton Island? I mean, can't I just flee to Toronto? Do I have to leave the fucking planet? I mean, I just go to Baffin Island while I'm at it. All right, now, welcome to the stage, 2 Canadians. Oh, the candies are going great so far, aren't they? I would like to say to Eugene Levy that there's no reason to be ashamed of your son. My son only this morning punched me in the chest really hard. Listen, I have some good news. I just found out that all of you here tonight will be getting a swag bag. Yeah. Just like the Oscars. I haven't seen one yet, but why don't we take a look and see what you're getting? I'm going to call Megan, our golden girl, out. Megan, our golden girl? Hi, Megan. Come on out here. Ah, you brought the swag bag. Yes, can you hold it open? And then I'll take things out of the swag bag. What do we have here? A loose pancake. What else we got here, Megan? We got, oh, this looks cool. It's a CD, you know what they are, of Nelly Furtado singing all the national anthems. Torn from today's headlines. See what else we have. We have this. Ah, yes, this. This is a bottle of Eau de John Cherry Cologne. It's for the gentleman in the audience. Now, what else do we have? Hopefully something a little funnier than the last one. Here. We have a 30-minute massage from producer Robert Lantos. Don't try to go for 50. You only can hit 30. And then what else do we have here? Oh, a curling stone. You know what these are made of? I always took them for granite. Last time I take a joke from Martin Short. All right. Megan, just do some house cleaning here. Having a hand for Megan, a Golden Globe. A natural mistake. All right. Listen, guys. For some reason, I've been told to stretch. So, oh, I've never tried that before. The show's over, folks. Good night. But for the first candies, respect, peace.
Hey, did you see the
filth out
did
there?
you see the Kramer thing?
Oh, I did see that. We could look at that right now if we wanted to, but we don't have to
Makes
look
me
at that.
laugh.
Yeah. Does that make you laugh when you see that? You've
The
done.
whole
You've
thing
done.
makes me laugh.
You've done stand-up.
I know Michael Richards.
You do? Okay.
And he's no racist. He's not a racist. And when you say something like that crazy, it can only be a joke. You know what I mean? He was out of his head element. He didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
But there's no way that a guy who's racist screams it at the top of his lungs. You know what I mean?
Well, certainly, I don't think he was anticipating the fact that a cell phone could have been putting this onto CNN as he was saying it.
No,
I think he was
right.
thinking,
He wouldn't do it on the Craig Ferguson show.
Right. Maybe on here, though. We could maybe to get him on here to recreate that rant. I don't know. Up here in front of the brick wall.
You know what I read today?
Yeah,
in the
what?
Inquirer, that Michael Richards was attacked at that pink yogurt place.
Oh, he was attacked?
Yeah.
Well, that's another thing that's sort of scary is, first of all, Mel Gibson has a career that he could hurt. Michael Richards doesn't really.
Wait a minute, Norm. I believe Super Dave was going to tell a joke there. I'm kind of.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was really.
No. Well, it seemed to me that he was going to say something because he didn't. He wasn't being serious. Then you said some. Super Dave, was there a joke there?
No, Norm. No. I was telling the truth.
Okay.
That I read where he got these punk kids ran at him and slammed his car and everything, tried to turn it over, and he ran away.
Right. Yeah, because I'd be very frightened because like. Mel Gibson, if you make fun of Jewish people, then it's not like you're in danger. But
what?
If you're driving
what did you
around,
say?
You heard him.
Uh-oh. Hey, here's the thing, and I'm going to say it again.
This is a very funny thing that happened. Marlon Brando, remember, said that Hollywood ran. The Jewish people ran Hollywood.
That's right.
Yeah, but Marlon Brando.
And then he had to apologize.
Marlon Brando.
And they let him work.
Say anything. Marlon Brando lived.
Well, listen to Norm MacDonald and Super Dave argue about the Jews.
Marlon Brando lived behind a cardboard cutout.
What?
He lived behind a cardboard cutout. He was 900 pounds. So he could basically say anything.
No, but don't you think Michael Richards would be kind of in peril? And
well, but I don't think he had a career.
No, I'm saying just physically.
Hey, did you cut us off?
I didn't.
Are we just talking?
Yeah, you guys.
We're not even on the radio.
You haven't been on for the last hour, but that's great.
So great. I haven't talked to Norm in about 3 weeks.
Jonathan, don't you think that Michael Richards may have his life sort of in danger?
Yes.
No, I would move to either Tucson or Idaho.
Yeah, or Wisconsin.
Why, is Wisconsin good too?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You mean like just a shack in the woods or something?
Or Boston. He could move to Boston.
Yeah. Stay hard. Yeah.
Wait a second.
No, wait.
You know the joke about B.B. King's wife?
No.
You don't?
No, I don't think so.
B.B.'s having a birthday, so she wants to surprise him, so she goes to the tattoo parlor. She says, put a B on one cheek and a B on the other. So the guy does it. She goes home. B.B. comes home. She opens the door, bends over, drops her shorts, and says, surprise! He said, who's Bob?
Oh, that's great.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. The one and only Super Dave Osborne and his joke about
Yeah, sell that to Michael Richards, man.
Well, that's not a racist joke.
Yeah, sure it isn't.
Who's Bob?
Yeah, that's the way you want to broadcasting in stereotypes. 97.9 FM.
Let's do it this way.
Yeah.
Bob Hope's wife goes to a tattoo parlor.
No, but you chose an African American.
Well, the Bob Hope is dead.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And she says, put a B on one cheek and a B on the other. She comes home. Bob Hope comes home. She bends over, pulls her pants down, and he faints.
Now, Bob Hope is dead.
Yeah, I know.
Bring me the body of the great Bob Hope. If he struggles
lifetime of a rope. If he smells a bit, wash him down with soap. Just bring me the body of the great Bob Hope.
Bring Me the Body of the Great Bob Hope, another song by Super Dave Osborne and Norm MacDonald. They've collaborated together on a great new CD, Music from Dead People. Want to hear
Guy
something?
comes home with a duck under his arm.
Oh, shut
Wife
up.
opens the door.
Yeah.
She says, "Where the hell have you been?" He says, "This is the pig I've been screwing." She said, "It's not a pig, it's a duck." He said, "I'm not talking to you."
All right, that's enough. That's enough. Super Dave, Norm MacDonald.
Why did you make her African American in that joke?
Yeah, why did you say? You heard it because you're racist. He said you're racist. He said, why did you make an African American in your joke? That's what you like to do, don't you? Super Dave.
Hey, don't you feel sorry for Michael Richards, really, though?
All right, come
If you were Michael Richards and you were in that situation
That
and
word.
you said those things, what would you have done next?
Well, I think what he did was panic and start pretending it was Lenny Bruce. Like, you know, because he said that word and everything, and then he said, that word, it still has power.
Oh, he did?
Yes, he did this.
But no, I mean after the incident itself.
Oh, I would move to Idaho. Ketchum, Idaho.
Okay.
I heard you were an ass kicker, too.
That's pretty fast.
I heard you were a rough character.
And the water.
I did. I heard stories.
That's
man.
different.
No.
The
I
water.
heard stories. I heard stories about Norm where a drunk guy comes up to him at the bar and goes, "Hey, aren't you Norm?" And he's gone. He's just suddenly gone.
None of this.
Norm's back at the bar going, "Hey, what happened? What happened to that guy?"
I was early on that Sunday in Philadelphia. I told everybody to watch it from the early start.
And who else?
Got nothing from it.
And then
I even phoned their agent. I said, "Hey, that's a good show. Nobody's watching it, but I like it, and I'm in TV." They never got back to me.
Never did?
DeVito's
What? DeVito's the EP on that show. He's got an axe to grind with.
Why? Because of the fist fight I had with Christopher Lloyd back in at the Improv.
Exactly. You remember the incident.
Did you witness something with Norm, with Gilbert's friend Norm MacDonald while you were there?
I did.
I heard
yeah.
you tell this story.
Well, it was
Do you know this, Gil?
It's Ian Maxtone Graham, who is he's a writer. He's written on The Simpsons, and he was on SNL at the time. He might still be a writer on The Simpsons. I don't know, but he's this big, tall guy, and he was always in his jogging suit. He was always out running and working out and stuff. So he came into the writer's room there, and Norm was smoking a cigarette, and he's not supposed to be smoking indoors at the time, He says, but he says, Norm, just light up a cigarette. So he's Jay Moore is the only one who does a really great Norm MacDonald. But anyway, he's smoking a cigarette, and Ian, said, "You're not supposed to smoke up here." And Norm said, "Yeah, don't worry about it," or something like that. And so Ian squirts him with a bottle of water, just squirts him in the face with it to put the cigarette out. And Norm took a swing at him, and they went at it, and it was pretty good for a couple of seconds. Two real tall, kind of gawky guys, swinging away at each other. And Farley broke it up. Farley just stepped in because he was, that was who he was. And, so it was, I wish it should have ended with someone going out the window, but it didn't.
An entertaining 26 seconds. 26 episodes. However many weeks you were there.
Yeah, I had some fun.
Was Norm screaming or yelling stuff at him while he was punching?
I don't think so. Yeah. I think it was pretty physical. I think nothing needed to be spoken.
Oh,
at that point.
Yeah. No, yeah, cocksucker. Gonna fucking kill you.
Herb Sargent told me that Norm punched a couple of people out there. I think it happened more than once.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an interesting guy. I mean,
he is.
He is. I think he's fabulous. I think he's very funny, and I think he's a very smart guy, and he's a very kind of sensitive guy. I mean, he just did this Larry King interview. It's on Hulu, and he's really kind of wonderful.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, he teared up at the last week of
I
Letterman.
know.
He did it was so moving.
That was amazing.
Yeah. It was a real moment.
Yeah.
You and I met under unusual circumstances.
We did.
Yeah, there was a period of time in, what year was it? 96? 96.
Yeah.
There was a very brief period of time. For 1 month, I was a guest writer over at SNL. Really, really wanted a job, really wanted a writing job. And it didn't happen.
Right.
And, but...
There's still time.
There's, okay.
Oh, yeah.
And one night I was having a soccer game, and you were an intern there, right?
I was an intern. So, I was 19 years old, and I was an intern at SNL. And I was living in Brooklyn with my grandmother while I did the internship. And so she didn't have cable or anything, so I would hang out at SNL like after hours and just watch TV, and she didn't have a computer either. She was Amish. So I would just stay and work on the computer and watch television, and Colin Quinn and Norm MacDonald would always get into these like late night soccer games in the hallway.
Kind of driving everybody crazy.
Yeah, I mean, but as a 19-year-old, it was kind of like, this is amazing! So, yeah.
Well, I was 31, and I was like, this is amazing!
Okay, good.
I felt the same way, because I was a guest writer there, and I would jump in on these soccer games. It would be like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
And people were like on deadline trying to get the scripts done for Saturday. It was like Friday night.
Yeah.
And I was hanging out with Norm, because sometimes I would sit in and write on Weekend Update, and Norm got into a huge fight one night.
Right.
In the soccer game.
Yes.
And it was with you.
Yes. Yes. That's true. Yeah. What had happened? You were in the game as well, I believe.
It was me and Norm against you and Colin.
Right. And so then, at some point, early in the game, Colin and Norm had been jawing at each other.
Yeah, they've been fighting.
And Norm was also trying to quit smoking, so he was extra agitated. And at some point, Norm and I got into a bit of a scrum for the ball, and I wound up clipping him in the shin. And then he got really mad, like you do when you're trying to quit smoking, and grabbed me and tried to throw me across the room, which is not how soccer's played. And I pushed him off of me because I was 19 and didn't really understand like stations of power. And then we got into a shoving match and started yelling at each other.
And Colin and I pulled you two apart.
Right, yes.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And the part about the story, I enjoy the story, but I enjoy the story, but the part I enjoy about the story is that the way one of the first times you and I ever had a conversation was about our period of time, both briefly at SNL, and I told you that story not remembering that you were the kid that Norm was fighting.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and you went...
Yeah, that was me. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of how we met.
Yes, yeah.
This is Norm MacDonald is threatening Seth Simons on the...
What does he say?
So Seth Simons goes, same energy, and he posted a picture of the Joker and Donald Trump, which is like...
Shut.
God.
Oh my God.
You
fucking loser.
And fucking Norm MacDonald wrote, hey, you fucking piece of shit. It's you that's the Joker, a failed stand-up that kills someone who got a TV show. I cannot wait to meet you, and I will.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
That
is awesome. Norm's just like, fuck you, bitch. Fuck.
Is it really my fault? 'Cause you try to hit me with your pity till I can't trust, but I still push on. Got me changing my ways, trying to fix it.
I'm sleeping with your wife. You son of a bitch, motherfucker! Huh? You sleep with my fucking wife? You was doing that fucking Friday night, were you? She said she's going out with her friend. Hey, could you get my Louisville Slugger for me, please? Oh, no. The Louisville Slugger. It's an American tradition, quality, craftsmanship, and pride. You can find them all when a sporting good bears the name Louisville Slugger. We'll be back with Roseanne.
Honorable Norm
what are you
MacDonald.
doing?
Judge Judy's the guest. I had an idea.
Oh, you had an idea,
Yeah,
huh?
you know-
What's this?
It's my nightstick.
What's this?
Oh, that's my real pistol.
And what did I tell you about having ideas?
They're good. And
No, I didn't tell you that. I have an idea. My idea is to pistol whip you. Adam Egat.
Yeah.
Would you come in, please?
What's up? How'd it go?
I just wanted to compliment you. Yes, you have a very nice tie. And I like your shirt.
Are you a happy person, like in general?
Am I what?
Are you a happy person? Because you always have a slight smile, but it's are you a sad person?
No, I mean, I think things are funny, so
Right.
I laugh a lot.
But that doesn't necessarily translate into like happiness
Well,
on a.
if I'm laughing, I'm happy, I guess.
Where do you live?
I live in Southern California.
Do you have a nice house?
No, I live in a very small apartment.
You have an apartment?
Yes.
Oh, I'm surprised that you don't have like a big, you're Norm MacDonald.
Well, I don't like things.
Oh,
I never have.
really?
No, I've always felt very burdened down by them.
Do you have a pet?
The only thing I can't throw away is when my child gets me a present.
Yes.
So I have those things, but otherwise I just have a
How old is your kid?
a bed. What?
I don't just have a bed.
Well, I have
You have a coffee pot,
No, I don't.
a teapot,
No. I don't have I always eat
a microwave.
I always eat at Joe's Diner that's near my apartment.
Is this all true, or are you making this up?
No,
You just
it's
can't
true.
tell because he's got that grin on his face.
No. So you bring a girl home or a friend over,
I don't
and there's
bring
no place
girls.
for what?
I don't have sex with girls or men.
Wait a minute, Norm MacDonald. Norm, you're a sexy dude,
Yeah, but I don't have.
and you never go out trolling.
I mean, I
no
have
girl.
had
Well, I
sex.
Well, you
realize
have a
you're not a
kid.
virgin. You've
Yeah,
got a
yeah.
kid.
No,
When's the last time you had sex?
probably 10 years ago.
Shut up.
Yeah, I have sex. I have sex like by masturbating. And,
Yes.
Yeah, but I find sex very repetitive and dull and kind of pointless.
Your kid. This is a bit.
No, it's not.
Norm MacDonald.
I had a lot of sex when I was a young man. When I was young, when I was 19 or 20, I had a lot of sex, and it's just the same thing over and over.
Right. It feels really good. So start from the beginning and do it
Well,
again. I mean, why wouldn't
but
you?
I
Is it too much work dealing
Eating
with a
ice
chick,
cream.
or-
Eating ice cream is really good too until you're tired of it. You know.
And the next day you try a different flavor. There's thousands of flavors of ice cream.
But not of women.
Do you go to hookers ever?
No, I've never been to a prostitute.
This attitude you have could be said for anything, though.
I know.
For
Anything you
anything.
do
For
more than once.
anything.
Yeah, well, I don't do very much.
You just don't like people in general.
Yeah, you hate people.
Or you hate women.
Oh no, I'm fascinated by people and by women. I'm just saying I don't need to. I don't.
But
need,
don't chicks throw themselves? I would think that after a show you're hilarious and
Well,
some
to tell
chick is
you
like,
the
listen,
truth,
I've always
I
been
find.
fascinated.
To tell you the truth, I find sex to be a very filthy act.
Are you a germaphobe?
No, I don't mean
fluidophobe?
filthy. I mean filthy in the sense of shameful.
Really? Were you raised Catholic?
No.
Oh.
He's doing a bit.
No, I'm not doing a bit.
I
think.
can't. I find it really hard to believe you haven't had sex in 10 years.
I think no. I think that sex is shameful, and that people have sex knowing that it's shameful. And again, it's like death. They just live in this fool's paradise where they pretend it's not. I mean, obviously, people don't have sex in public, so there must be some shame.
Some
to it.
people do.
but it's
because you don't want to be caught in that compromise. You know, you're not exactly at your most attractive when you're having sex. There's all these.
Well, there's social norms. You don't go
it's a
to the bathroom in public either, but I'm not ashamed of that.
Exactly. What?
I'm not ashamed of going to the bathroom. It's part of taking in to stay alive. You have to evacuate. I'm not ashamed of that. That just comes with the territory.
Of course, and you have to ejaculate too. But I evacuate and ejaculate in private. I don't do it. I don't evacuate in front of another person.
That's exactly what I'm saying. So you're not ashamed of it. You do it in order to...
I am ashamed.
But he is ashamed of it. That's
why
what
I do
he's
it
saying.
alone. Do you evacuate in front of people?
No, but I'm saying I'm not ashamed. It's just not polite. It's not
because it's something that you share with somebody else. I mean, are you? Is it a fear of intimacy? Do you not let anybody too close?
No, I'm not afraid for them.
Who's your best friend?
Them.
Who is your best friend?
My best friend?
Your best friend. Who do you call if you have a problem or something is going down in your life? Who do you call?
I don't. I try to look at life headlong. Are
you telling me you don't have a confidant in your life that you call up and say, I'm not feeling too hot. Someone to talk crap out with? Or...
No, I don't. I used to do that kind of stuff, but
what happens?
I came to the realization that we're all plunging headlong into
Somebody
death.
Hurt you. Who cares? So that's why you should live. You only have so long, and then you're going to croak.
If you're plunging down an abyss into headlong into death, the idea of grabbing onto another human being just to touch them for a moment on your way seems futile to me. It seems more pathetic than facing it. Just to me, personally. I don't condemn people for doing it, but I try to look at life square in the eye, as terrifying as it is, and it is the most terrifying thing there is.
What, being alive?
Yeah.
But
because being alive means dying.
But Norm, that is such a fatalistic way to look at it. There's so much in life that you are denying yourself, and I think that you have reasons for it. But if you don't have someone that you can, do you ever cry? Do you cry all by yourself?
You do?
There's no one that you can call. You need a therapist.
Oh, no.
You need to be in therapy. I think somebody broke you. Somebody either hurt you or broke your heart, or you were betrayed by a friend. You don't trust people. You won't let anybody get close to you. You hide it all behind the smiling clown.
No one did anything to me. I was just...
The smiling, somewhat mean-spirited clown.
No one did anything to me. Alone.
You weren't broken when you were born.
Live alone and I'll die alone, just like my father did. And
he didn't. He had kids. At one point, he was married. He opened
died
himself
alone,
up for it.
though.
Why did he die alone?
Because everyone dies alone.
Where did he die?
All you can hope for is someone watching you die, but I don't really.
Well, you won't have that because you don't have any friends.
No, I don't want to see. I don't want someone to watch me die.
You just said you want your mother to miss her bridge game and come and put her hand on yours.
Well, that's when I'm in a vegetative state in order to stay alive. You know what I mean? Anything to stay alive.
I was confused by you last time you were on here. I was like, what are his motivations?
Well, wouldn't you like to stay alive? Wouldn't you like to live forever?
Not really.
Well, you're only saying that because it's impossible.
Because I know it's impossible. However, I'll tell you something. If a vampire came along right now and could give me immortality, I would totally go for it. Yeah,
absolutely.
Especially with those superhuman strengths that they have. Listen,
plus they're sexy.
I'm taking some calls for you.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Okay.
Chunky, you're on the air with Norm MacDonald, who's at Cobb's all weekend. Go ahead.
Hey, Norm. Listen, man, I don't know when you went Colonel Kurtz and went up the river, but you totally remind me of Marlon Brando when he's in Apocalypse Now. The horror. I will come and watch you die, Norm. No problem.
Oh, that's so sweet, Chunky. Thank you. Chunky needs friends, too.
I want to say you've made me feel dirty, and I'm all right with that.
All right.
Norm, let me ask you something. Seriously, what do you do for fun? Like, name one thing you do for fun.
For fun?
For fun. Like, I'm going to have some fun tonight
I've got
or today.
nothing to do today. Here's what I'm going to do.
Is it spend money? It's not
Golf.
Go shopping. You don't decorate the place. What do you do?
I guess the only thing I do is I like to read sometimes.
You're lying.
I do. That's what I mean. That makes me.
Do you play video games? Do you play cards? Do you
solitaire?
I read a lot of Mark Twain.
There's only so much Mark Twain,
and
you're
not much actually.
Yeah,
I'm reading letters from Hawaii now, something I've never read before. But I read like stuff that I read a lot of literature. And
Do you go to movies?
I reread it a lot. No,
you don't go to movies.
Nah, but I did see a movie. I saw Gran Torino.
And
yeah, that's a good movie.
You liked it?
Yeah.
Did you go alone?
Yeah.
Of course you did. Tim, you're on.
I'm running to the pharmacy right now to fill my antidepressant prescription right now.
No doubt.
Oh, the problem with antidepressants is then you don't face life. I mean, why not just do?
You're not facing. I have a news flash for you. You're not facing life. You're not living your life. You're waiting it out. You are waiting it out, Norm. Norm, you have everything from the outside. You're hilarious. You are a good-looking guy. You're famous. You have beautiful blue eyes. You're Norm MacDonald, and you're shattering my image of you. Like you could be a player. Like you could have whatever you want, and clearly you want nothing, and you just want to be depressed. You're depressed.
No, I'm not depressed at all.
Someone.
I'm in no ways depressed. But having nothing and having something are exactly the same thing.
What are you reading, Carlos Castaneda?
I don't know who that is.
Those are some books you should read.
Okay. But all I'm saying is, since eternity, since life is, if you know mathematics, a fraction of infinity is zero, no matter what the fraction is. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You could live 100 years, 1,000 years, 1 billion years. It's all zero if it's on a continuum of eternity. So it doesn't matter what you do or what you don't do.
So why don't you go crazy? Why don't you go effing crazy?
I don't go crazy.
Sounds like you
I
have.
don't go crazy because I don't allow myself the
any fun or joy in your life. I forgot about that part.
I don't allow myself the delusions that other people allow themselves. So I know you have to go crazy in some way to survive life, but I try to not do that.
Steve, you're on the air with allegedly not crazy Norm MacDonald.
Full of it. Norm, you're so full of it.
Full of it?
Uh-huh.
I can't believe you guys are going along with this. I mean...
So you don't believe it. You think he's been laid in the last 10 years, and he's got a very full, happy life, and he's just showing us this, like, pretend Norm MacDonald.
He's seen how long he can drag you guys along with it. You guys are just going along with it.
No, we're not.
This is it.
Yeah.
That is it.
I've been saying it's a bit all along. Aren't you listening?
Well, either way, it's the same.
Oh, my God.
It happens to be true, but it doesn't really matter if it's believed or not.
So you're telling me some little honey comes up to you at the show, and she's like, and she's nice, and she also reads.
I'm not interested in sex.
She loves Mark Twain, and she's like, let's go. And she's not even offering sex. She's not even offering sex.
I mean, a lot of women aren't interested in sex.
She's all, hey, let's, it's late. You want to go have a cup of coffee? I would love to talk to you about that book you mentioned on stage. Mark Twain's my favorite, too.
I think I would talk to some people, but I'm not much interested in small talk.
So let me ask you this about women, though. So you don't even have physical attraction before you get to the point of talking yourself out of it? There's never a moment where you're like, wow, she's really pretty.
Oh,
like, I think she's hot.
Tap that.
No, I'm not. I think I can see that she's pretty and stuff like that, but I'm far beyond. I'm not a child. I'm not a child.
When you're
you know
home
what I mean?
alone.
If I look at a game of Monopoly, I don't go, I gotta play that. If I look at a shiny bead, I don't go, I have to have that and roll it around in my fingers. When as the scriptures say, when you're a boy, you do boys things, and when you're a man, you.
Men still do it. I don't know if you're.
Well, I know they act like boys, but.
Why is that boyish? That's human. Humans
no, it's
have
child.
that.
It's being a child for your whole life. I know most people are children for their whole life, and it's a way of having fun.
So you think you're more evolved?
No, I don't think I'm more evolved. I just think that I'm not a child. I'm not a child.
When you're home.
I'm not the same as I am when I was 5 years old.
When you're home in your squalid, empty apartment, all by yourself, And
It's not squalid.
Whatever
It's
you say,
aesthetic.
there's nothing in it.
Squalid means filthy. It's aesthetic.
All right, it's empty in your tiny, empty, lightless apartment. Lightless and lifeless. So you're in there. You're all alone. No pets, right?
No.
You got nothing.
No.
You go home to the empty apartment and the spider that lives in the corner and its descendants. And you're on the couch and you're like, you know what? I got nothing else to do, and so I think I'll get myself. What do you think about when you close your eyes? What do you fantasize about? There must be something going on there.
I don't fantasize.
You don't picture some boobs. You don't.
Oh, you mean when
I'm saying what? You must have
You
some
mean when I
fantasy.
masturbate?
When you get yourself. Please don't say that because it's.
Oh.
We're not a news show.
Is
We
that
can't even
what
use
you
medical
meant?
terms.
That's
Yes.
what she means.
When you're abusing yourself. Do you drink?
No, I don't drink.
You don't drink or smoke?
No.
Smoke pot?
No, I don't.
Are you on Vicodin?
No. I want to face life foursquare.
Wait, go back to the question.
Okay, so you close your eyes, you're on the couch, you're like, well, I guess it's time, I got nothing else to do. I mean, do you purposely not masturbate? I mean, fantasize? Do you purposely not fantasize so it'll take longer and eat up more of this life that you know is going away soon?
I try to not fantasize. Yeah, you're exactly right. I try not to fantasize because I think that's madness.
What?
Well, pretending that you're doing something.
Don't even
you're
pretend,
not.
just picture.
But I mean, that's pretending.
So you don't need any inspiration, and you don't care how long it takes.
No, I don't need inspiration like the evacuation thing. You don't need inspiration for that. It's just a bodily function.
The Cobbs all weekend long.
Hi, Norm. My husband and I really wanted to see you, but I have to tell you kind of made us uncomfortable when we saw you in Honolulu. We thought, oh, maybe it's not a good idea. He doesn't like us already.
Tell the story. Tell the story, Brenda.
Wait, so you're in Hawaii and you run into Norm MacDonald?
No, it was more of a pass-by, and it was pretty clear via eye contact that he was like, please don't talk to me. Please don't even pretend like you recognize me at all. Just let me pass on by with my folks and call it a day. So everything that he's telling you this morning.
I apologize for that.
No, don't apologize. But let me tell them that
I don't usually ever do that.
you don't usually. Well, I mean, it was a layover.
Did you say hello to me or something?
What was that?
Did you say hello or?
I tried to. He smiled at you and everything, and you were coming our direction, and we were going the other way, and you're really shifty-eyed. We made eye contact for quite some time.
Oh.
And my husband was nudging me, and he's like, Norm MacDonald. I'm like, I know. And you know, we didn't want to bother you or anything because we're at the airport. We're in Honolulu. We figured you're on vacation.
At the airport. I mean, he could have been.
No, I apologize.
There was no one else around, though. It was outdoors, and he was with his folks, and it was just his family and my family. And we really wanted to just say, we love your work, and that's it. But, I mean, just that he made eye contact with us, and he was really shifty-eyed about it, we could tell we're like, okay, he really doesn't want to be bothered right now.
Shifty-eyed almost implies that he's got something to hide.
Yeah,
but
that just might be
he's
his
just a
way.
little bit of an uncomfortable guy. Like
No. People come up to me all the time, and I talk to them endlessly.
Do you really? I wanted to chase after you, but then I didn't want to seem like a crazy fan or anything. We just wanted to shake your hand and say, you know, we've enjoyed your work over the years. And
that's
but at the same time, we wanted to respect your space. And I thought maybe I could confirm that there might be some truth to everything you're saying today, even if it is a bit.
All right, thank you, Brenda.
Hey, Brenda. Oh, well, whatever. So you go to Hawaii, though?
Pardon me?
You went to Hawaii?
Yes.
Recently?
Well, that's fun.
I go to Hawaii every Thanksgiving.
Why?
Because I take my whole extended family there.
For them?
Yeah. I don't
And they count on you for that. Do you pay for you foot the bill because you're Norm MacDonald?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
You do.
But you find zero pleasure in that, I'm sure.
Oh, no, he must like it. That's family
I find great
time.
pleasure in my son being happy.
Ah.
Yeah. How old is your son?
He's, 10, 15?
You liar! He's 6. He's a 6-year-old. You just about you've had sex in the last 10 years.
No, my son's 16 years old. He's 6. No, he's 16 years old.
He's 16. So is he a confidant? Do you call him and, do you ever share personal, trials and tribulations and triumphs?
I would never do that to a child.
He's 16.
Well, I mean,
As you have said, he can't be a child forever. When are you going to put the hard realities of life on him?
Well, that's an interesting question. That is an interesting question because I actually have love for my son.
Yes.
Like deep,
of course.
Deep love.
He's your son.
And so I don't want to damage him with
the way you were damaged.
With the harsh realities.
Damage. Oh no, I had a great.
No,
but I don't want to damage him with any viewpoints I may have because he's not ready yet for reality. I think children aren't ready for reality for a while. But I do tell them that education is pointless and things like that.
What does his mother say?
She thinks that he should go to college and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He should.
And you're
Not
like,
everyone can grow up
don't
and be
waste
a
your money.
comedian.
Yeah, I'm saying it's just arbitrary nonsense. You know, it's. I tell him even the classes he takes now, it's just ridiculous. You know. That algebra has no meaning and none
unless
of this
he becomes an engineer.
Well, unless he becomes.
Do you have no hope for this child?
Unless he becomes a math teacher, math professor. But I mean, you know, you think it's a coincidence that they have 6 subjects out of 10 billion that they teach in school?
And then you pick one of the 10 billion to focus on.
No, you have to.
You need
they don't
basic
teach you
math.
10 billion.
You need basic language. It's lovely when the school has art or music, which none of them do anymore. A little PE to keep us from getting fat. I mean, come on.
Yeah. No, they have
a little science, some of the basic science stuff. Sure they do. Of course they do.
No, I tell him if he wants to go to college, he should have a goal, you know, to be.
He can't. He's 16. No kid at 16 has a goal. Their goal is like to be a rock star.
Or have sex.
Well, right.
I mean, that's actually the goal.
Does he want to have sex? Or did you tell him, oh, don't bother with that? There's nothing for you in that. It's just repetitive. It's over and over. Same thing.
Discuss something like that with him. I hold him in too high esteem to discuss it.
We're super short on time. I've already missed my traffic thing. I'm fascinated. I don't know whether to slap you or hug you. Like, seriously, I feel like someone needs to shake you and knock some sense into you. We are going to take a short break.
Or maybe you.
What?
Maybe you.
Knock sense into me? No, I'm doing fine. I'm good over here.
Oh, me too.
No, you're not. I'm telling you. I know from broken people. Norm MacDonald.
Processed the information that Rolling Stone had Norm MacDonald ranked 135 out of 144 all-time SNL cast members. Hey, Rolling Stone, you're irrelevant. That's a garbage call.
You know, it's funny when Rolling Stone comes out and says, "Oh, Norm MacDonald, number 147." When did you start smoking?
Oh, no, I just do this to relax.
To look cool?
I apologize.
Okay.
I quit smoking.
No, but seriously, when Rolling Stone comes out with a list of who was the funniest.
Yeah.
Like they put you like that. I mean, you were one of the best guys on Saturday Night Live.
That was a very funny thing, because when I went to the 40th anniversary, you know, I went to the
party.
My friend had the magazine, the Rolling Stone, you know. And he's like, they listed all the guys. And then I go, as long as a joke, you know. I said, as long as I'm trying to pick the person that's been the least known person ever. So there was a British girl once that was on the show for literally 3 episodes. I go, at least I just hope I beat Morwena Banks. Yeah. No.
You didn't beat her.
So I go, wait, and then now I'm in shock, you know. So then I remember when the show first started, they had a fellow named George Coe who would play the old guy.
Yeah.
Because they figured they needed an old guy. I go, well, as long as I beat George Coe, no.
Anthony Michael Hall. You didn't beat. Like, I mean, he would probably admit he was not good on that.
I didn't beat 3 people that never appeared on the show. Laurie Metcalf.
Oh my goodness.
Who has never appeared on the show.
Who did you beat? You beat like 3 people.
Well, I don't want to say who I beat.
Why do you think that happened?
Because how big an insult would that be?
Right. Were you offended by that, or you really don't care?
No, I didn't care. But, you know, it's just one guy. This is what I learned. I didn't realize this, but I just learned this because my nephew does it. He, as a way to make a living, he just lives with his father in his basement. He makes lists on the internet. Everything about the internet is hits. How many hits can you make?
That's right.
So, you know, when they say, like, you won't believe what these beautiful stars look like now that they're old bags, and then you hit them, you know, and you see a list of a bunch of old bags. And so you end up hitting like 50, 60 ones. So my nephew,
right?
For some reason, because it's on the internet, you think it has some authority, but no, it's my nephew in his basement.
I know, but you have the right attitude.
The best one he did is 10 celebrities that went black but did come back.
That's a good list. Who's on that list?
I couldn't remember.
But I mean, it is.
Billy Bob was on it.
It's true. Don't we tend to see these things like Rolling Stones, and we take them as gospel?
Sure.
Like if that makes you feel better, there's something wrong with you. Because it's some asshole sitting there deciding that you were not the funniest guy. And yet, the brilliance of Norm Macdonald was doing the news. That's a fucking hard gig to pull off. And also the Jeopardy sketch and Larry King. Those alone put you at least
in
the top 20.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, it is finally official. Murder is legal in the state of California. A down-and-out O.J. Simpson, depressed that all of his money-making ideas have failed, has decided to go back to doing what he does best, killing people. A new book claims that Madonna once smeared peanut butter all over John F. Kennedy Jr.'s body and then licked it off, which just goes to show you Madonna's a whore. And finally, Weekend Update would like to congratulate Madonna, who gave birth to a beautiful baby girl last Monday. The baby weighed in at 6 pounds, 9 ounces, making it the 4th largest object ever to pass through Madonna's birth canal. This week, in a secret ceremony in Australia, Michael Jackson was married for the 2nd time. Asked what makes his new bride special, the King of Pop said, quote, "She has taught me about the power of imagination. Like imagining that a grown woman is a 10-year-old boy." You know he's a homosexual pedophile, right? You understand? Sources report that Michael Jackson's baby is due February 27th, and it's going to be named Michael Jackson Jr. Michael plans to be with the mother during the delivery, in his words, to make up for not being there for the Sources report that Michael Jackson's baby is due February 27th. It's conception. The last word was conception, so. Last week at a dramatic press conference about the crash of TWA Flight 800, ABC News correspondent Pierre Salinger displayed a document which he believes is proof that the jet was shot down by a U.S. Navy missile. Later, he proudly showed reporters his solid gold Rolex that he bought on the street for just $15. That's one ugly bastard, isn't it? This week, renowned heart surgeon Michael DeBakey attacked the hypocrisy of Hollywood stars who oppose the use of animals in medical research and yet wear ribbons supporting the war on deadly diseases like AIDS. In response, animal activist Ricky Lake said, quote, "But the red ribbon diverts attention from my gigantic ass." If it wasn't for the red ribbon, people would notice my gigantic ass more. By wearing the red ribbon, less people... This week, in arguments before the Supreme Court, lawyers for President Clinton asked that the sexual harassment suit brought by Paula Jones be delayed until he leaves office. According to Clinton's attorney, quote, "If the president were hauled into court every time some nut accused him of sexual harassment, he'd have no time to scare up tail." You like scaring up the tail. Okay. Veteran news anchorman David Brinkley apologized to Bill Clinton for an election night commentary in which he called the president, quote, "boring and uncreative." Admitted Brinkley, "There was certainly nothing uncreative about the way you moved Vince Foster's body." The president's a murderer. You didn't know that? Safer drivers, men or women? Well, according to a new survey, 55% of adults feel that women are most responsible for minor fender benders, while 78% blame men for most fatal crashes. Please note that the percentage in these pie graphs do not add up to 100% because the math was done by a woman. For those of you hissing at that joke, it should be noted that that joke was written by a woman. So now you don't know what the hell to do. No, I'm just kidding. We don't hire women. People here asked me to do the show, you know. I gotta say, I felt kind of weird, you know. I don't know if you remember this, but I used to actually be on this show, you know. I used to do the weekend update news routine, you remember that? And, yeah. That's where I did the make-believe news jokes, you know. That was me, right? So then, a year and a half ago, right, I had a sort of a disagreement with the management at the NBC. I wanted to keep my job, right? And they felt the exact opposite. So you see, they fired me because they said that I wasn't funny, you know? Now, with most jobs, I could have had a hell of a lawsuit on my hands for that, but see, this is a comedy show. So they got me, you know what? But now, this is the weird part, right? It's only a year and a half later, and now they asked me to host the show. So I wondered, I go, hey, wait a second here. Hey! I go, how did I go in a year and a half from being not funny enough to be even allowed in the building to being so funny that I'm now hosting the show? How did I suddenly get so goddamn funny? It was inexplicable to me, because a year and a half, let's face it, is not enough time for a dude to learn how to be funny. Then it occurred to me, I haven't gotten funnier. The show has gotten really bad. So, yeah, I'm funny compared to, you know, well, you'll see later. Okay, so let's recap. The bad news is I'm still not funny. The good news is the show blows. All right, folks, we got a bad show for you tonight. Dr. Dre, Snoop Doggy Dogg, and Eminem are here. We'll be right back.
2 months later, we still haven't found Malaysia Airlines Flight 370. This looks like the work of Joran Vandersloot. Remember that character?
Yes. No.
You don't remember him?
He's one who allegedly.
There are over 10,000 missing person cases in America. I hope I'm not telling tales out of school, but I think the answer to where these missing people is very clear. Joran Vandersloot. You don't remember that guy? He killed Natalie Portman.
No, it was Natalie Holloway.
Natalie Holloway. Did you have anything to do with that case? No, I'm kidding.
I came to the store the other day, and Pauly Shore's interviewing an assistant, and I'm like, this guy looks fucking familiar. Yeah. And Pauly's like, yeah, dude, remember that Johan Vandersloot?
No way.
A younger brother looked just like him.
Yeah?
He didn't hire him, but...
Wow.
It wasn't that great of a story.
Javier's got stiff competition, though. Hal Holbrook, Into the Wild.
Holbrook?
Good. How dare you?
What? Hal Holbrook?
He's a distinguished actor.
He died in '89.
He's still alive. He's very much alive.
He's not working anymore.
You know, he got pistol whipped in Hancock Park where he lived.
Really?
Yeah, him and his wife, Dixie Carter.
Yeah.
They got apparently Hancock Park is right on the on the
border
of a dangerous area.
Yeah, that's the area where I used to live.
Oh, it is? So it's a dangerous area,
Koreatown.
right?
Well, she actually lived in the dangerous
These weren't
area.
Koreans, I'll tell you that broke into his house.
They broke in.
Yeah, they broke into his house, held him hostage, him and Delta Burke, and pistol whipped him. I don't know
it
what
wasn't
pistol
Delta
whipped is.
Burke. It was
No,
Dixie.
I mean Dixie Carter.
They were both designing women, so I see where Norm's coming from.
Yeah, Dixie Carter.
Meshack Taylor ran in at the last minute and saved the day with a fruity vest.
Annie Potts was very upset about the whole thing.
And by the way, if those of you who aren't from this area, pistol whipped in Hancock Park sounds like some threat a cop's going to make to you when he's going to toss you in the hole with the gay guys. Listen, Brewster, you keep this up and you'll be pistol whipped in Hancock Park, all right? I'll hear your screams coming down the hall. Oh, you won't sit for a week, my brother, when you pistol whipped in Hancock Park. Yeah, Hancock Park is...
Sounds like something Joran Vandersloot might do.
It does. That's the most evil name in a while.
Except, yeah, it is evil, isn't it? Especially when Patrick says it.
Somebody, by the way, like when you hear Johan Vandersloot call the chick he dragged out to the ocean because she passed out from booze on the sand a slut or a bitch, it makes me want to pull his parents aside and go, look, Missy, come over here, drop your underpants. I'm going to need to take this Duraflame log and wedge it into you so that you can never procreate again. You guys are officially the worst parents on the planet. And they'll be like, what about the inner city kids that shoot at the chicks behind the counter at the Korean market? Yeah, but they want money.
Right.
Your son does it for sport.
The Vandersloots had to have been pretty bad parents.
I don't know. I think he just made it all up because, to me, the frightening guy was Patrick.
Which one?
Patrick was the guy that talked to Joran and got
He was the guy who answered the phone.
Sting.
Hey, why don't you be Johan and I'll be Patrick, right? Because the phone call came at like 1 a.m. Patrick's just sitting around watching a little YouTube and blowing a spleef. Hello?
Oh, we're playing a game?
Yeah. It's called improv.
Wait a minute.
Please try your call again later.
Hello?
Wait, they were in a van. I don't understand what you're talking about.
Johan or Jorn or Vandersloot.
Yeah, Vandersloot.
He takes the chick down to the beach.
No, I'm not. Patrick is the guy. Is the guy in the van.
There was a sting, and he befriended Johan
that guy.
to record him.
Oh, he's not the worst guy in the world. The worst guy in the world is the guy who answered the phone because he walked to a payphone.
Yeah, that helped him out. You mean?
And he was like, "Hey, it's 12:45 at night, and this high schooler's passed out on the beach. I need your help, buddy."
Okay,
All right, you want to do that?
Okay.
So you be Vandersloot. I'll be the guy.
Wait, I thought I was.
Yeah, you're Vandersloot.
But earlier you were Vandersloot.
No, you were No, you call me.
Okay, I'll be Vandersloot.
Yeah, now you're at a payphone outside of Marriott. The chick is just falling asleep on the beach.
Yeah.
And I'm just hanging out watching TV.
Yeah.
All right.
What's your name again? Dory.
He's got a weird name, like Dory. Yeah. Right. I let it ring a little bit because I don't want you to think I'm desperate. Plus, it's late. I shouldn't even be up. Huh? One more time. Hello?
Dowry, is this you?
Hey, Vandersloot, what's happening?
Hey, listen, buddy, I'm in some trouble, man.
What's up?
I'm calling you from a payphone. I realize it's the year 2006.
What, do you need to borrow some money or something? What happened to that cell phone? Yeah, anyway, what do you need? You need to borrow 20 spot?
Now, this is the thing, man.
What'd you do, vomit on your shirt or something? You need a new shirt?
No, I met a hot lady.
All right.
Yeah, down at the casino.
Uh-huh.
And I brought her to a remote section of the beach. You know how I work.
Right. I know your M.O.
Yeah.
What, do you need, a condom or a roofie or something?
No, I already have those. I've already used those.
Oh, okay.
The thing is, I mean, this girl wanted it bad.
Yeah, cool. What do you need, a towel or something?
Nah, that's not it. You remember that boat you had?
What do you need, some water-soluble lube?
No.
Yeah,
it's over with. It was a hot.
Okay. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I got a boat. What of it?
I was wondering if I could borrow it for a while.
Why? What do you want me to do with the boat?
Well, she may be dead or in a coma.
Right.
And I was thinking we throw her in the chuck.
Oh, so we toss her in the boat? And what, like drive her to a hospital?
No. What about the ocean? The bottom of the ocean.
Floating well, Davy Jones' locker?
Davy Jones' locker.
Wow, you're a 20-year-old guy who knows that reference? But yet no cell phone. Interesting dichotomy. So let me get this straight. You met a chick at Carlos and Pepe's.
Yeah, she was hot. I did a jello shot off her belly.
You did a jello shot. You dropped a digit on her on the beach, and now you want me to drag her into the ocean and throw her in because she's passed out?
Yeah, but I don't want to go. I don't want to go with
cool.
you. Is it cool if I don't go with you?
So hold on a second. Because a minute ago I was watching the Honeymooners and enjoying a Zima. Now you want me to get up, pop on the Hirachis, head down to the beach?
Yeah.
Are you going to help me load her onto the boat?
No, I got to get home.
Okay, so let me just digest this for a second. She may or may not be dead.
She will be, though.
Okay, but as of now, she may still have a pulse.
Yeah, I can't tell.
Okay, so you want me to swing by, but you won't be there, and then I should grab her and drag her across the sand, and then toss her onto my boat, and then drag her a couple kilometers off the shore, and then dump her in the ocean, and then go back home, and you're going to be where?
And what you do with her before that's up to you.
No, you're beeswax.
Yeah, between two consenting adults, I don't care.
I think they call it a perk in the business. But, all right, and you're going to be doing what while I do this?
Oh, I'm going to be going home. They got a honeymooners marathon.
Okay, so you're not going to help me roll the corpse into my boat or anything?
I don't got that kind of time, man.
Okay.
I'm a little spent.
All right, buddy. So which lifeguard station would she be at?
She's just by the payphone.
Okay.
She's
by the payphone?
She's under a mangrove tree.
Oh, there's none of them in Aruba. I'll go to the one place where there's a mangrove tree. Awesome. All right, buddy. But hey, listen. Next time we go out to breakfast, you're buying.
This has been a wonderful reenactment.
What, your neighbors nice people? The people that live around you?
Great people. Every day I meet somebody new, you know. This city's great because of the neighborly people, you know. I don't know. But I did meet one neighbor, interesting story, you know, that this guy, he just moved in, you know, next door to me. So I'm always one to meet the neighbors.
You like to chat with the neighbors,
Yeah, because, you know, so I went over to the guy, knocked on the door next door to where I live, and I say to the guy, I said, hey, I'm your new neighbor, you know, and I said, good to see you, you know, nice to run into you, you know, welcome to the neighborhood, you know. And so the guy, I said, what do you do for a living there, sir, you know, if you don't mind me asking? You know, what do you do for a living? I'm a nightclub comic, I tell the guy. So he says to me, he says, I work down at the University of Science there. He says,
that's a good school, by the way.
I can't remember the exact place.
Sure.
But he says, I'm a professor of logic.
Oh.
So he says, the guy says, logic. Now, what the hell is that? I never heard tell of that. He says, oh, well, he says it's a kind of a pattern of syllogistic. Well, he says it's hard to explain. He says, why don't I give you an example? So I said, fair enough. Why don't you do that? So the guy says, well, he says, let me ask you a question. He says, do you own a doghouse? So I go, yes, I do. He says, well, then that means you probably have a dog. I said, yes. He says, well, that means you're likely you have a family if you have a dog. I said, yes, I do. He said, well, then that means you got kids, you're married. I said, yes, I am. He says, well, then you're a heterosexual man. I said, yes, sir, I am. He says, well, you see, that's logic there. asked if simply from finding out you had a doghouse, I made this series of inferences, and I found that you're a heterosexual man simply from the fact that you had a doghouse. Well, I said, good God, isn't that something?
Okay.
So I said, well, I won't waste any more of your time there, neighbor. And I said, I'll see you later.
See you around. Okay.
So I said, come by one day and have a chicken with me. So anyways, I left. So I go to get a bus, you know, to the bus stop. And I walk down to the bus stop, and I'm still thinking about this thing that happened to me, you know. And I'm standing at the bus, and no bus coming at all, you know, and 5 or 6 of us standing around, and one guy lights up a cigarette there, and he goes, as soon as you light up a cigarette, the bus comes. And he smokes the whole damn cigarette, no bus comes.
Right.
So I said to the guy, well, that theory really worked, huh? And the guy goes, well, sometimes it works. Anyways, the guy goes, what's new with you? I go, well, I had an interesting thing happen to me today. I said, I met my neighbor. And he goes, oh, yeah? I go, he had a hell of an interesting job. I said, he's a professor of logic down at the University of
Science.
And so the guy says, is that so? He says, professor of logic. He goes, what the hell is that, logic? I said, well, it's a series of Scylla something or other.
Right.
I said, I can't remember exactly, but I said, I'll give you an example if you want to hear an example. So the guy goes, all right, fair enough. So I said, let me ask you this. I said, let me ask you a question. Do you own a doghouse? And the guy goes, no, I don't own a doghouse. So the guy says, oh, yeah, you're one of them gays.
And it worked, right? What great stuff you can learn at that University of Science there.
And then the guy, get this. Get this.
There's more?
This gay guy invites me to have a chicken at his place.
That's some kind of euphemism. Watch out.
I know it's time to close my eyes to old ends, open up to new friends, leave my heart in Berlin, where the tables turning. See,
all these fellas were talking. One said, here, Murphy, in a pub, and a fella walked in a lovely suit. He said, look at that suit that fella's got on. I bet that's worth a lot of money. I bet he's an accountant or something like that. No. He said he's probably an agent. Look at that suit, that's lovely. Well, the fella went in for a piss. Some of these Irish fellas went in with him. He said, we were just admiring your suit. He said, you must have a very, very good job. What do you do? He said, I'm a doctor of logic. He said, what the fuck's that? He said, I'll explain it. He said, have you got a goldfish? I have. He said, is it in a bowl or in a pond in the garden? No, in a pond in the garden. There's 6 of them. He said, my logic now tells me, if you've got a pond, you must have a fairly big garden. He said, I have. I've got a very big garden indeed. He said, right. Now my logic tells me, if you've got a big garden, you've probably got a very big house. 3, 4 bedroom? He said, I've got a 4-bedroom house. He said, now, my logic now tells me, if you have got a 4-bedroom house, you've probably got maybe 4 or 5 children. He said, I've got 5 children. He said, my logic now tells me, if you've got 5 children, your sex life is very good. He said, it's the best. The best. He said, now, my logic now tells me, if your sex life is good, you don't masturbate. No, don't wank at all. He said, so now you see that's logic. From a goldfish, I found out that you don't wank. He said, that's fucking marvellous. Elsie, when this happened, he said, what does he do? He said, he's a doctor of logic. He said, what's that? He said, I'll fucking explain it. He said, have you got a goldfish? He said, no. He said, you're a wanker. Now, this is good.
I knew that was coming. Here's SNL right away. Yes. It's me. I was fired from SNL.
Actually, not for the reason you heard. It's because I'm terrible at improv, and this is gonna be bad. They didn't care.
This press release, you get your ass fired. Is that true? No, you didn't get fired.
Yeah, they fired
No,
me.
they didn't fire you.
No, I'm serious. I talked to a guy that said I'm fired. Then it occurred to me, I haven't gotten funnier. The show has gotten really bad. So yeah, I'm funny compared to, well, you'll see later. But okay, so let's recap. The bad news is I'm still not funny. The good news is the show blows.
Hey, I don't have much because this is gay.
Do you like the new country or you like the old
No,
country?
the new is gay.
Down syndrome? All right. I'll do that. That was not my suggestion. But I will say this. I like it. I'm pro it. I have family members that have it. It's fun. That is weird because everybody's always like, oh, it's the best thing you could be. They're happy. They have the best life.
I love. My best friend had Down syndrome, I love people with Down syndrome. I wish I had Down syndrome. And I'll tell you why. Because they're happy. You know what I mean? They're happy. What's wrong with that? Man, I wish I was happy,
Dude, autistic kids, they're like cats. A little skittish. You're not sure if they like you at all. Down syndrome are dogs. They're the dogs, dude. You get home from somewhere, they're like, where the fuck have you been, dude? I got so much to show you. This is gonna be the best day. Ask a Down syndrome kid, do you want to go for a walk? Like, yeah. Like, throw a ball. Throw a ball.
Happiness, the thing we strive the most. People pity these people that have it, Like they'll look over a group of people with Down syndrome and go, oh, man, look. Breaks my heart when I see them. The saddest part of all? There's no cure. They'll probably die happy.
Belly button rings. I feel like those go hand in
girls
hand.
still? Yeah, they do. Are you guys still getting belly button rings? I don't know. I haven't fucked a whore lately. I'd like to thank Ari and his people for this beautiful weather. Thank you. Ari is edgy and shocking, which is a really cool thing for a 50-year-old guy to be. Isn't it cool? Ari's yoga videos suck and are gay. Kim hasn't made it yet, but she's knocking on the door. Yeah, she's knocking on the door and saying, housekeeping? Kim is getting fat. Natalie Cuomo is so unfunny, Lewis booked Kim. Tony looks like Matthew McConaughey's skeleton. I don't have a joke for this, but something about Tony being young Sheldon. And you say bazinga every time he makes one of his gay jokes. Tony also, I believe, had a Corvette with a license plate that said, I roast. I can't believe people are calling this guy gay, dude. That's cool. That's so cool. I roast. Tony's father was a mafioso, and his mother was the horse head he woke up next to. Tony is clearly gay and malnourished. Jay. Hey, Jay, you dress like a metalhead. You look like a member of Van Halen. Yeah, the Van. Joe List is here, a.k.a. 20% of Tuesdays with Stories. What do Joe's wife's calendar and her vagina have in common? Both only have spots on them because of Joe. He has herpes. This isn't... All right, sorry, Joe. These aren't good. Bobby used to be a hot jock. Now he looks more like a fish that lives at the bottom of the sea. As Bobby gets fatter, he gets less successful. Take note, Kim.
Connected to our senses. Found a way to let you share.
To catch a predator, I used to kind of cheer a little for the Predators. And I'll tell you why, I didn't want them to get laid.
I mean, if it's a football game, they are the away team.
They're going into hostile territory. But they also, like, that show, if you watch that show, it's not, look, I think pedophiles are bad. Let me lead with that.
He's running for office next year, by the way. Let me just say,
I'm gonna go ahead and
pedophiles
say
are bad.
this, but if you watch that show again now, they're just trapping, like, very, like, mentally handicapped guys and Indians. That's all they're getting. They're getting me and Akash. Every day, me and Akash show up. And that's all they got. They tricked them. And then the Indian, the best are like dudes directly from India, where they were just like, they're like, sit down. Do you know this girl's 15? And they're like, yes. And they're like, you understand you're going to do it. It's like, why? Why am I in trouble? This is going to be the best day. Because that's their culture, and I respect other cultures.
Nora Ephron walked off the show.
Yeah.
Right, and so did Sinead O'Connor, I think, right?
I was there for that one, too.
You were there for Sinead O'Connor?
Yeah.
It was Nora Dunn, by the way.
Oh, no, I meant when Dice did it, Sinead... Yeah,
Was that the same show?
That wasn't the same show.
No, she said she didn't want to do it because Dice was performing, so they had to get a different musical guest.
This guy, they hired this guy to ruin all the interviews? No, so how about this?
Adam had a question he wanted to ask you about your comedy.
Yeah, I've been chomping at the bits to ask this one. I've been thinking about it all week. Norm told me to come up with some questions for you, and I've just been dying to know, where do you get your ideas from? Well, I mean... Yeah, I've been dying to know, where do you get your ideas from? Norm.
Yeah, you know, that's a good.
No, I really, I've been watching you for years, and I've always been really curious. Where do you get your ideas from? I think it's been really a thorough interview. I always wanted to know where he got his ideas from, but I think we've,
Never been asked that before.
Where do you get your ideas from?
I don't know where I get I don't know. Jeez. What, do you have a specific idea you want to know where?
No, just all of them.
All of them?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why didn't you answer his question?
What was his question?
Ask it again.
Don't ask that again.
Ask
That was
that
the
again.
dumbest goddamn question I've ever heard.
You just want to know where you got
Yeah, well, I got to tell you where I got it, at Ralph's. That's where I got it.
Any particular Ralph's?
Yes, no, it's at Beverly Hills Ralph's.
Okay.
Got it in the meat section.
The one on Beverly.
Beverly Drive, okay.
Listen, the next story we have is in health news, actually. And no offense, Norm, but I think you should probably pay attention to this. Let's take a listen.
A new study out of Harvard linking 1 in 10 deaths in this country to excessive salt.
A lot of things would have to go very, very right for me to die of salt. The only thing I can pray for is that I die of salt and not, begging for mercy. So I I think that's nonsense, that people should be afraid of too much salt. Now, I know you eat a lot of salt, though, Norm. We were discussing this earlier. And in entertainment news, this is something you guys both wanted to discuss. Let's roll the clip.
Oh, not another one.
Oh, yeah,
There's
you know what? There is no clip. We have...
he said, let's roll the clip, and it's a picture. This show is just so... I tell you, even the prisoners are going back to the...
Well, I'll explain what's going on.
Adam Eager told me something I didn't know. He said you worked with Red Fox on a variety.
Yeah, I heard that. I'm dying to hear.
I produced Red Fox variety.
You told me he just worked on it.
Worked on it?
Well, that's... I mean, according to your
What do you
Wikipedia
think I was, a
page.
stagehand, you douchebag? Worked on it. Did you do your notes?
No,
I want
got
you
all my
back on
information
drugs.
from
I'm
Wikipedia.
serious. I want you back on stuff so you
This
know.
close. I'm going to do a shot
I'm
next
sorry.
break.
No,
No, it's
I'm
true.
just teasing
No,
you.
no.
Just good, huh? Here, pray.
Adam.
Whatever. Well, that name's a name. Jesus Christ, he gets fucking...
You knew what he meant.
Yeah. Did you know that Adam Eager did comedy for a while?
You did?
Very briefly.
But you performed?
Very
Open
briefly.
mics in LA or in Phoenix?
Arizona.
In Arizona, he was
Yeah.
famous for thrusting out his cock. Like he'd stand at the mic and he'd push forward so his...
It was a nervous,
But he has a hell of a hog. Yeah, right? People say that.
Yeah.
You have a big dick? No, people said you have a big dick?
Yeah, I guess.
That's, just say no next time?
No.
Brian Regan plays Salt Lake City, and he does it for a month straight.
He does?
That makes sense.
They love him.
He's
one
a
of the
good
few
comic.
that's just that good and,
He's just
and
so
works so
clean.
clean.
Yeah,
so clean.
perfectly clean. And
He's hilarious. Too.
That's tough to be that good and clean.
Yeah, it's
That's
impossible.
so impressive.
I'm impressed with clean comics.
Me too. Way more impressed than anyone that's superior as a dirty. It seems like a crush a lot of times.
I like dirty ones too. I like.
it's a real meeting of the mind. Remember he had the jokes about Ewell Gibbons? He'd always
yeah.
He'd always pick one guy.
Cardboard.
Yeah, eating cardboard. And I didn't even know who he was when I was a kid, but I just laughed.
I still don't know. Who's Ewell Gibbons?
He was I think he did Grape Nut Cereals commercial. I love now I have to explain to this fucking guy.
It was about roughage.
Yeah.
And organic roughage.
Got it.
Kind of guy.
So I didn't even know Grape Nuts had a, that's, I didn't know they had a commercial.
Shut up.
Gosh,
For 1 fucking minute, trying to talk to a legend of comedy, you're talking about.
I'm sorry, yeah.
How did you guys meet? Did you have to audition for this?
We covered that in the Tom Green episode. No, we met at Tempe Improv.
I like he's mad. He's like he's mad at you. We covered that in the Tom Green episode.
I was saying it to you. I met him when I used to manage the Improv in Tempe.
I didn't ask you if you
the
managed
first
the
time.
improv. I just asked you where you met him. I'm going to show you how I act by reacting.
How are you feeling, Kevin?
In my head, I'm thinking, how am I feeling? All right.
Jesus, that was good.
I'm not finished.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm all right. You?
I guess I'm all right. I don't know.
Worst reaction ever. Doesn't even know how he fucking. But whatever, you need a sidekick.
My favorite sketch of all time you were actually in was the Mr. Belvedere fan club. The great.
Oh, yeah,
Fred
that was
Wolf,
good. Fred Wolf.
Fred Wolf wrote that.
That was a good one.
And,
yeah.
And the other one you were also in, I always loved Sabra Price is Right. And both Tom Hanks, which is actually.
That was old Smigel wrote that one.
Yeah, those were my.
You were talking about.
Hey, that was my first skit ever.
Oh, the
Sabras.
Yeah, Mr. Belvedere.
No, Sabras.
Sabra Price is Right.
Oh, okay.
This is your greatest instrument. This right here.
You ever think about revisiting some of the old
You're
roles?
sweating like a whore in church, Adam.
They cut the budget on the show. We don't have air conditioning anymore.
Ask your question.
You think about revisiting it.
Everything's gonna be okay, buddy. He's very nervous. Imitable is good. Imitable is good.
That's a Letterman laugh.
Imitable is good. I don't have a laugh. Do you have a good laugh?
Yeah, I have a real annoying laugh.
Yeah. If you don't have one, no, that sounds fake.
Yeah.
I try, but it comes out weird. What about you?
Yeah, I have a real obnoxious laugh.
I forgot he was here.
Yeah. I know. The minute you you said that, I was like, she be talking to the crew? Do we cut?
But
now that story is not in the book.
No.
Well, so why isn't that story in the book?
Yeah, that should be in the book.
Well, because
oh, thanks, Adam. Welcome back. You out looking for apartments? Jesus.
You told me that we should go our separate ways, but I just want to live my life without.
Liverpool. This is Adam Egan, by the way.
I noticed he was at the end of the table smiling. And should we bring him into the conversation? What do you think?
Adam,
what do you
Caitlin?
I just did, yeah.
The whole commercial break was you asking questions.
Yeah, I know. And then as soon as we come on camera, you do all the work.
It's like Ralph Cramden.
Okay. Is he to help out with just your commercial breaks? Keep his mouth shut after that?
We really don't know why.
We don't know? But we haven't found a position for him yet?
I think that's so cool how you said that about how let's see what Caitlin can do in the last quarter of her life, because that's traditionally where you always excelled in the comebacks in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
and it's pretty interesting.
Yeah,
well, he said he beat the guy by 18 seconds.
Oh, no, that was the trials, but in '76 he came in at the second day.
I know. I'm talking about the trials.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
What do you think is the most difficult sport that you haven't tried? You said it was the most difficult.
Well, if I haven't tried it, I wouldn't know if it was difficult. Where do you get him?
I don't know.
Did you get him off the street?
He said it as if it was the best question.
It's probably
ever.
not even in. I hope it's not in his notes.
What sport that doesn't exist?
Yeah, is the hardest. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
We'll be back with more inanity. I don't know what it is. What is it that makes a woman more flexible than a man?
How the fuck am I gonna know?
He's a great sidekick, isn't he? He's absolutely no help. He came up with Pastor Brad, which was
he
good.
came up with Pastor Brad, and then you having to imagine a sport that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And how you would.
Carl Reiner said to me,
You hold your hand too?
I'm gonna do this. Yeah, he does like this. The only problem I have is short-term memory loss. The only problem I have is short-term memory loss.
Sometimes I'm beginning to worry about my short-term memory loss.
That was the. Oh.
Sometimes I'm beginning to worry about my short-term memory loss. Sometimes I'm beginning to worry about my short-term memory loss. That was it.
I thought he was talking about his first Twitter name. I was like, that's a really long Twitter name. Thanks so much for calling in, Super Dave. Please come back.
I didn't call in, asshole. I didn't call in. You called me. I'm not calling into this. Let me explain something. If I'm homeless, I'm not calling in.
Duly noted, Super Dave.
You understand? You understand?
Yes.
There's something beautiful about this one.
I'm so
not
glad.
joking. I'm not being ironic.
No, I really loved it too. It was great.
Oh, that's great.
So
Too bad this guy was here.
Yeah.
Real Ed McMahon over here, huh?
Ed McBoy.
I don't know if you know this, because you've only on the app, you've only seen my face. But I don't want you to be surprised or shocked or set back or put off, because when you see all of me, I'm a big fat fuck, I could put my hands in my pockets when I'm naked. I'm a big gal. I'm a big gal, I'm chafed. I don't know, man.
Dude, Norm.
I haven't done Norm in a long time.
Where have you been, Norm? What's been going on, man?
Well, I've been on these dating apps, How about that Bumble?
Yeah.
That's good, because that one scrolls up and down, not left and right.
Yeah.
So if you want information on the lady, I have to go down to the bottom, And then way at the bottom, it says she lives in St. Louis. All right, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
St. Louis?
What am I, a Cardinals fan?
What, the H?
Yeah.
What the H?
What am I fucking going to take her out for a Busch beer?
I could go down a rabbit hole. Sometimes I just can't stop doing that.
And Norm, some people are saying you're still living with your mother. Is that true?
No, that's crazy talk,
Yeah.
I may drive around Natchitoches, Louisiana naked, Just because I like that gal that cuts her kid's hair on the lawn, you know?
Yeah.
Neighborly.
Yeah, Toby's
But I like these girls on the apps that go long-term relationship only.
Yeah.
I don't believe that's true. Nobody, Theo, walks onto a car lot unless they want to buy a cock.
Have you been with some pretty bigger gals, Norm? You seem like a guy that knows his way around a real a 2-bedroom lady, you know?
Yeah, it's funny you bring that up. 2-bed. Oh, my God. I don't have to think I'm making fun of him.
Oh, dude, everybody's making fun of Norm, man.
Why? He's the best.
No, he's the best.
Hold on. I am not making fun of Norm.
I don't think you're making fun of him.
I know you. Artie Lang told me they were doing San Francisco together, and Artie Lang was opening for Norm. They're in San Francisco, and right before Artie goes on stage, Norm goes, "Hey, Artie, no, don't do any of that fag stuff, you know. Don't do any of that fag stuff out there. You know, San Francisco, you can't go out there and do homosexual jokes, you know." And he's like, "Well, I like to." He goes, "Yeah, no, you can't do any of that gay fag stuff. It's not gonna fly here, you know. You have to have respect for where you are." You know?
Yeah.
So Artie goes out. There's 20 minutes. Norm comes out his first joke. "Hey, how many fags here have AIDS?" They say AIDS does not discriminate, but only gay guys have it. That's kind of discriminatory, you know. And I think not discriminating is supposed to be a good thing. Something like that. But she goes right on stage, "Hey, how many fags here have AIDS?"
Oh, man, that's good.
Hey, don't do any of that gay stuff, okay, Artie? Like, you have to be quiet, you know.
And we did about 7 cities. So we came to San Francisco, and I had only done a club here. And Norm comes up to me, and this was good. Norm just loved torturing people, and he does it in the most brilliant way. Right. He comes up to me and goes, "Listen, man, we're in fucking San Francisco. No gay shit." And I go, "Oh, all right. Well, if I played San Francisco before." He goes, "Nah, that's like you're at a club. There's a fucking theater, man. There's critics out there. Don't fuck me, man. No gay shit." And I go, all right, fine." So I go, 20 minutes, and no, I have 4 seconds at that point in my life without gays. So I get through the 20 minutes. I introduce Norm. Norm walks out, and I'm listening from the back. Before he says, "Good to be here. You're a great crowd. Nice to be here." The first thing that comes out of his mouth, "Hey, how about that AIDS?" He goes, "You know, I read all this bad shit about AIDS, but then I read that AIDS doesn't discriminate." And that's kind of nice. And then like 10 seconds goes by, and this is what you hear him say, "Where you going?"
Oh, God.
What a puppeteer, man. What a puppeteer.
I love him.
Yeah, I'd love to be in his head for a minute. And he reminds me of like a Midwest and of like a, he reminds me of like so many characters that you just don't see anymore, you know?
Well, yeah. I mean, you never have seen a guy like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's always been off the beaten path.
Yes.
Like, guys like Norm, guys like Colin Quinn, guys like Richard Lewis. Think of how much they had to bomb before they found a theater of people that came to see them regularly.
That mastered that.
Because it's such a finite frequency.
What is your favorite Norm MacDonald story? I have a feeling I know what you're gonna say, but who cares? Tell the story anyways. We all love it. It's the best story ever.
I don't know what story he's talking about that he thinks he knows. I'm gonna tell him my favorite Norm MacDonald story.
I don't know either. I was at
Antioch, California, Pizza Man.
Yeah,
how'd you like to be at home? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
Big fat wife, big fat fuck, you know, giving you an ear beating.
Beautiful big guy.
And I'll take care of everything. I'm going to order a pizza.
Yeah.
That'll make everybody happy.
Yeah.
And that guy is asking questions on the Theo Vaughn podcast.
And his pie's 7 minutes late. Meanwhile, that fucking guy's wife digests him.
You can't give up. I can go insane doing it.
Dude, no, it's so good though.
Thank you. My favorite Norm MacDonald story is probably one you guys don't know. It's in my book. Is when he would. Okay. Greatest. I think I know what he's talking about. Wow. What was the kid's name? Antioch Pizza Man.
Ryan Louderback.
Ryan Louderback. From the Antioch Louderbacks, not to be confused with the ones in Pahrump. I don't know what's going on here. We were writing a sketch. Well, I was watching other people write and rewrite a sketch. And there's like 30 writers, and the sketch was David Spade. Fred Wolf wrote it for David Spade. I'm pretty sure it was Fred Wolf. And it was a weight loss supplement, but it was just PCP and crack.
Oh, yeah.
And so you put it in a milkshake, and you smoke it, and you just go about your day. And then, when they show, a fat person becoming a skinny person, it says, 16 weeks. It was 6 hours. And David Spade's like, I'm going to help you lose weight. You just hear, ride the snake. You got to ride the snake. Don't let the snake ride you. And then they just have all these people shrinking into skeleton bodies, and because it's just crack.
It's all drugs. Yeah, that's drug related.
Crack.
They say drug related.
And they have Farley, a pre-filmed piece of Farley at a drive-thru window that they're going to cut to in the sketch. And Farley pulls up to a drive-thru window and he goes, "I'll have." He's one of the people that are just started. And he goes, I'll have, can I take your order? He goes, yes. I'll have 14 cheeseburgers, 14 hamburgers, 4 vanilla milkshakes, 6 strawberry milkshakes, 3 chocolate milkshakes, 6 apple pies. And it just goes on and on and on. And the rewrite, it was from 1 in the morning till 3 in the morning. I'm not kidding. It was 2 hours. Guys from Harvard, Brown, Yale, arguing over because the guy goes, will there be anything else? And what he says next for 2 hours, they're like, how about he repeats the exact same order again?
Yeah.
How about he says all that and goes, a Diet Coke? How about he says all that and goes, make that 9 apple pies? When I say 2 hours, Theo, I'm not kidding. From 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. And what we didn't know was Norm was sitting on a couch at the other end of the writer's room. And it's just going around, and it's chaos.
I could totally imagine that too.
But it's
people justifying their jobs.
This huge order. Anything else? And he goes, yeah, because he was yeah. Anything else? Yes. And then what comes after he says yes? That's the whole crux of the argument. And Norm goes, we know he's in the room. He goes, hey, you guys, we're all jumping. Hey, you guys got Chris going, give me all that food, 14 of those things and 25 apple pies, And the guy in the box goes, hey, will that be all? Why doesn't Chris go, yes? It's the greatest rewrite in the history of comedy. Yeah. We had him going, will that be all? No. I also want, and Norm's thing was he had pride, he had control after all that fucking food. Everybody goes, yes. Yeah. One syllable. One syllable. We were on the ground, rolling, laughing. And then when they filmed it, he's like, I'll take 14 cheeseburgers and 44 fries and this and 22 cheese milkshakes and this and the apple pie. And the guy goes, will that be all? And Farley goes, yes. He's proud of himself. It was fucking amazing. It was white hot.
One thing that's funny, here he said, asked me to write Dirty Work too, so I worked all day yesterday and finished it. This is Norm MacDonald on Twitter.
Just yesterday, he's working on Dirty Work too.
First of all, it's got to be a parody tweet because it's a 500-page manuscript. Scripts are usually about 106 pages. What's the Instagram? Oh, thank you.
I think he's actually got some pages out.
Wait, what did he cross out before he wrote Norm?
Written by me.
Oh, okay.
He says Norm.
He's a genius.
Dirty Work 2.
No, I'm done pranking now. I'm married to a beautiful scientist.
Oh, Brad Pitt's in it too.
She's rich and she has a beautiful face, and we have a cat named Kitty, and we love Kitty like a child because, well, Marge cannot have children because the chemicals in her lab have rendered her barren. All capitals rendered her barren. Well, I gotta go home and read that.
Do you think one of the reasons that, what did Norm do after SNL? Did he just tour?
He had a sports show on Comedy Central briefly.
People love him
It was
so
brilliant.
much.
I'm one of those people. I'm powerless. He makes me laugh so hard.
Yeah. Dude, he just made me laugh through you so hard. That yes was probably the most I've laughed in months, man.
That's in my book, the Gasping for Airtime book. It was like, it was a one syllable.
Yeah.
That was, yes. Like we'd argue over what to name a high school. Like opening shot of Jefferson High. Too urban. Fuck it, high school high. Don't be too jokey.
Yeah.
Don't tip it. There's like all these things you don't even know what it means. It's like, just name it a high school.
David Spade the other day was he's a funny guy, man. He was telling me a Norm MacDonald story where they all went on a plane to do a show somewhere together, and he just said one of the ways that Norm makes you laugh, he'll be like, well, what is this? And it's just like a door, and he's like, or like a chair. He's like, well, David, what is this? You sit down. It's
what the H?
Yeah, what is this little ledge here? He's like, it's a chair, Norm. It's a chair. He's like, well, what do you do with it? There's 3 of them right here, and it's just.
What if I'm not sitting down? It just stays here.
But he went on like this 5-minute monologue of Norm MacDonald asking him what a bathroom door was, and it was one of the funniest things I'd ever heard. And it was just, he just says, I don't know if it's his voice or what it is about Norm MacDonald that just makes. I mean, I don't know. It's just there's nobody like him.
It's the only thing making that sound.
Right.
It's a dog whistle. It's the only.
You can only get Norm MacDonald with Norm MacDonald.
It's the only sentient being that emits that transmission.
Gang, yeah.
Like we all got like all these influences going through us at different times and regional accents and dialects. He's just Norm.
Yeah.
I like.
And now if a guy like Norm walked into a place to get work, it'd be like, oh, nah, man. Yeah. It's just so, they've missed a lot of norms, I feel like. I feel like there's been a lot of norms over the years.
Let me ask you quickly. We haven't talked to you in so long. I want to ask you about your family.
My great family. I love them all.
How's your? We used to talk in the old days. You and I used to spin some yarns about Uncle Hector. How's Uncle Hector?
Oh, Uncle Hector. Uncle Hector.
He's Polish too, I'm guessing.
No, he wasn't Polish.
Oh, okay.
No, he was from my cousin's side of the family, and he was. He was a great man, my uncle. You know,
Right.
He was an old fella. He actually rode the rails during the Depression.
Oh.
You know, he was a hobo.
Hobo.
As you might call him. I
Yeah.
don't like that term, but whatever.
Tramp or whatever.
Yeah, he's
What
a
have you?
tramp, Railroad bum. But he wasn't a bum. He was just out. He was a good, honest man during the Depression, searching for work.
Yeah.
You know. And you know, he had no money, so he'd travel the country trying to find work, and he actually rode the rails, Uncle Hector. And he told me it was an interesting story. He'd go through. This was in Canada, and there's a town called Kitchener in Canada, and the railroad cops were tough, boy. They were tougher than the real cops. You know, they had a law of their own. The railroad cops.
I feel like I should be tucked into bed listening to you. Anyway, a law of their own, those railroad cops.
But there was not a railroad cop tougher than Kitchener Leslie. Oh, boy. He was well known. He was well known for beating hobos to death.
Really?
Oh,
He'd
yeah.
find a hobo on his train, he'd beat him to death.
Beat him to death. And so what the railroad bums would all do is, as Kitchener approached, of course, hey, Norm, how you doing? So,
Wow, such focus on these stories.
that wasn't a mirror, that was another guy.
Okay, there's a guy named Norm.
Yeah. So the railroad bums would all hop off before they got to Kitchener to avoid being beaten to death by Kitchener Leslie.
Yeah.
Anyways, my Uncle Hector, a good man, you know, and he walked into a mine one day. This is a story for that I think the young people could learn from.
Yeah, don't go mine hopping, kids.
During the height of the Depression, where there was absolutely no work, my Uncle Hector walked into I won't say the name of the mining company. It was McIntyre Mine, and he walked in. He had his lunchbox with him and his work boots, and he said, "Sir," he said, "I want a job." And they said, "We have no jobs." He said, "Well, 500 people work here at McIntyre Mine." He goes, "I don't think there are 500 men here better than I." He says, "As a matter of fact, I don't think there are 200 men better than I." He says, I think you'd be strapped to find 100 men better than I. And by golly, he got the job. What do you think of that?
That's a great story.
Now,
I'm sensing there's more. Now back to Kitchener Leslie.
Yeah.
The most dreaded.
No. Uncle Hector. Uncle Hector.
What?
No, you want to talk about
Sorry, I'm
Uncle
trying to help you out.
No, Uncle Hector.
Dad, where's the story going?
Uncle Hector worked in a mine, and it's a hellish job, the mine, as you well know. Darkness, you know.
It's dank. It's
dank.
Yeah.
It's coaly. It's a lot of.
What?
Well, you're in a coal mine.
It's not coaly. It's coal-ridden.
It's
coal-infested. It's not coaly.
It's coal-infested. So he worked in the mine, and by God, he worked hard. And after a week of working hard, he said to the shift manager, he said, He said, by golly, I'd like to have a lady. I work hard, and where would I find a lady here in town? Well, they said to Uncle Hector, they says, we have sex with animals here. By God, says Uncle Hector, I'm not going to do that. I'm a normal fella. Well, then be to your own devices then. So,
be to your own devices?
Yeah.
Wow.
Uncle Hector continued working in the mine. He worked hard, and he worked long, and he worked for a low wage. But he was a man. And Uncle Hector, after a couple of weeks passed, he started to get a little itch, you know, as you and I say.
Right.
You know,
Right. When we're thinking about the
ladies,
yeah.
And, but he kept it under control. He went again. He said, "Are you sure there's no ladies here?" "No, we have sex with animals." "Ah, my God." 6 months passed, and Uncle Hector couldn't take it any longer. He told me.
Right.
He said, "By God, I just had to. I'm just a man. I'm weak, you know. I'm not a saint, you know. And I was born in sin, I suppose, and I couldn't resist. I just needed it." So he said he walked by a pasture, and there was a pig.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible. And so Uncle Hector said, well, he said, I walked up and I began having sex with a pig. And he said, all of a sudden, he saw all the miners like around him, you know, looking at him. They go, "Uncle Hector, what the hell are you doing over there?" And Uncle Hector's like indignant. He's like, "What? Well, you're the guys that told me that you have sex with animals." They're like, "Uncle Hector, you damn fool. That's Kitchener Leslie's girlfriend." Of all the animals.
All the animals to have sex with.
You don't want to have sex
And not with Kitchener Leslie's pig. No, that's terrible.
Not Kitchener Leslie's pig. Kitchener Leslie's lady.
Oh, yeah. You tell quite a yarn, man.
Well, I had shorter ones, but... No, I'll tell you why it's funny, man, because I was in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
I met a good old boy down there, and he said, he said, "You know Andy Richter?"
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
You met a guy in Georgia, and he said, "You know Andy Richter?"
Oh, yeah, you guys do well there.
Oh.
And he said, I said, "Yeah." He said, "Have you ever heard of Andy Richter joke?" I said, "No." He said, "Well, most of it's based on him being Swedish-German." And then he told me an Andy Richter joke. And
Really?
But I didn't know he was Swedish-German. I thought it was all nonsense.
Yeah, well, now this lines up perfectly. Let me ask you something, because it sort of relates to the first...
Wait, don't you want to hear the joke?
No. Oh, you're down to 6. You're down to 6. All right, this joke will get you back up.
You can get him back.
Let's hear the joke.
Well, the fellow says, "Man," he says, "you ever hear the time about the old prospector?" That's how he talks, you know?
Yeah.
He says, "Man, there was an old prospector, and he was prospecting for gold, and he was having a hell of a time getting any gold. It was an empty stake, I believe. And he said he'd come into town one day. He'd been in the mine for a good 8 months. He said, by God, he said, I'm only flesh and blood. Sure. Yeah. And I need a woman, you know. And so he goes into town. He goes up to the bartender. He says, "Bartender," he says, "man, I've been in that mine for a hell of a long time, and I'm only flesh and blood. I need a woman." Well, the bartender says, hell, there ain't no women in this town. If you want to do any of that business, all we got is Andy Richter, the Swedish German. The prospector, he says, no, he says, hell, I ain't into that funny stuff, you know. He says, I'll be fine. So he goes back to his state, you know, and he's back in that mine, man, and 6 months passes, and a year passes, and Conan, you know, people are weak. Man is made of flesh and pride, as the scriptures tell us, and by God, that old prospector finally broke to his knees and he said, I'm no worse than he went back to the bar. He was a beaten man. He says to the bartender, he says, hell, man, I've been in that place 2.5 years. A man has needs, and if you say there's no women in this here town, he says, well, I'll have to go for Andy Richter, the Swedish German. But he says, listen now, he says, man, I'm a tough old hombre, you know, and I got friends now. He says, I don't want anybody to know about this. You know, this is back in the old days.
Sure, yeah.
He says,
I can tell by the accent, yeah.
He says, I got my cowpoke friends and so forth. I'd hate to hell anybody know about this. You know, this got to be all secret. Nobody. I say nobody can know about this. Bartender says, well, 4 people will know about it. How do you figure that? He says, well, he says, I'll know about it. He says, you'll know about it. Andy Richter, the Swedish German, will know about it. And the fella that has to hold down Andy will know about it.
Why?
Why? Because Andy Richter, the Swedish German, he don't go for that funny business neither.
Well, at least you left me my dignity.
Yeah.
I like the way that story ended.
Yeah,
that was a nice.
You weren't gay.
Right. Yeah. No, but that's not beside the point.
You were raped.
No, it's more. It's more that I wasn't prostituting myself. That's what I was getting.
You're such a horrible man.
We're on basic cable, but it's still valuable airtime.
I
don't know about that.
You know, in Georgia, they say there's a whole subgenre of Andy, the Swedish German joke. That's what the guy told me.
Well, you know what? I asked you, how are you? Yeah? And you went into, I believe, a 48-minute joke.
Oh,
which
I'm sorry.
was fantastic, but now we have to take a commercial break.
Are you kidding me?
Yes! Now, listen, we want to talk about your uncle, because every time you come on the show, you have a story about your uncle who lives up in Canada.
Oh, yeah, he's a Frenchman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you always have like a little story about him.
Jean-Luc. Oh, yeah, he's a crazy character, that dude. He originally visited New York City. Hello?
I'm just having a drink. I can listen to you and have a drink. It's not like I went like this. Hold it. Ooh. Ah, liquid. Huh? I'm still here. Let's see if I got this right. You've got an uncle, lives up in Canada, named Jean-Luc.
Jean-Luc.
Occasionally he visits. Once time he visited New York.
So I'm living in New York, you know. And Jean-Luc, I'm excited. Jean-Luc's going to come back, my crazy Frenchman uncle. So he gets in the cab, right?
When he gets to the airport.
Yeah, when he gets to the airport, the cab driver picks him up, and the cab driver says to him, hey, Frenchman, he says, do you like riddles, you know? So my uncle Jean-Luc is like, yes, I love the riddles. That's how he talks. He goes, I like nothing better than a riddle. So the cabbie's like, all right, here's one, right? So here's the riddle. His brothers and sisters, I have none, but this man's father is my father's son. So my uncle goes, I don't know. Right? So the cabbie goes, it's me. It's me.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
Oh, he thinks about it. Oh, by God, he says, that's a good riddle there. He says, I have to tell my wife, Mary Claire, when I get back to Gaspé. That's where he lives, Gaspé.
Right.
So he's like, take me back to the airport. And the cabbie's like, what? Right? The cabbie's like, I thought you wanted to go visit Norm then. No. I go back to the airport. All right, you know, I have to tell Mary Claire. Seems odd, right? Gets back on the plane, flies all the way back home there to Gaspé. And he gets back, right? Runs in the door. Mary Claire, where's vous? You know, where are you, Mary Claire? Come on down here. I have a riddle for you. She goes, oh, Jean-Luc, I love the riddle. She's a woman, high voice.
When Michael Jackson was visiting. Yeah, all right.
So, you're going to love this riddle. How was New York? Forget about that. I got the riddle. Brothers and sisters, I have none. But this man's father, he is my father's son. She goes, I don't know. Who is it? Some cab driver back in New York.
You didn't mean to do that, did you?
No, I didn't.
Be honest, you didn't mean to do that.
At all. I just got to the end. That guy, man, I always tell my uncle, you shouldn't curse so much.
Oh, man. All right. We're going to pick up the pieces.
Yeah.
And Albert Fish was born on this day in New York City in 1870.
Do you know the obituaries is concerning me? I'm a little worried because people are dying in alphabetical order.
Who the fuck is Albert Fish?
What?
Who the fuck is Albert Fish?
Oh, Albert Fish?
I've never heard of that guy.
He was known as the Gray Man.
The Grain Man?
The Gray
the
Man.
Grain
The werewolf of Wisteria.
I
You know why he was known as the Gray Man? Because he was a serial killer. He slayed children and ate them. He's a cannibal. But when the police asked a woman to describe him, and she said he was gray in both appearances and demeanor. Very bad description.
This is like Arsenio when it was woo.
Yeah, woo.
But
anyways,
I'm pretending I know who Albert Gray is. I didn't.
No, Albert Fish.
Oh.
You're a New Yorker. So anyways, he was a child rapist and cannibal, as I explained.
When he's a child
Jesus
rapist, you try not to laugh when he looks at you.
Oh, come on, man. It's not funny.
I know it's not, but I know you want people to laugh. When
But
you say
Fish boasted that he had children in every state. Now, I would not boast about that. I don't think you would. I don't think you'd do it. But if you did do it, you certainly wouldn't boast about it.
Not at all, sir.
You'd take that to the grave with you. But he boasted.
Well, they say they
Anyways.
eventually all sing like a canary.
They do say that?
About murderers, right?
Yeah,
they brag to a friend. When Norm bragged, sorry.
But Fish, this is interesting. Fish chose his victims. He only chose victims who were either mentally handicapped. Now, don't laugh at this next part, please.
But you know he wants you to, right?
No. If you laugh at this next part.
Okay. And I'm not gonna
Fish
drink
chose
water.
victims who were either mentally handicapped or African American. Oh, come on. Why would you think that's funny? God damn, Fred. Jesus Christ, that was the worst part of the story. Okay, but why do you think he did that? What would be the explanation? Why would he only attack? Why would his victims that he chose only be either mentally handicapped or African Americans?
Because people in those days didn't care when those people were vanished.
You're thinking like Albert Fish now.
And prostitutes. That's why they kill prostitutes.
Exactly. Nobody really cares about prostitutes.
Well, it's like that comedian that would rape people at comedy club. No, in colleges.
Yes, Vince Champ.
They always said his great gimmick was that people would think who did it, and they never, because he'd go on to another town and another college. But when people say, "What about the comic?"
Yeah, maybe the worst gimmick a comic ever had. But anyways, but you were exactly right. That's why Albert Fish killed only mentally handicapped and African Americans.
What about, okay.
I thought you'd laugh at African Americans again, that they were.
No, because I know him. I know he'll do something. That's outrageous.
Well, it's kind of outrageous for you. But anyways, Fish tortured, mutilated, and murdered the youngsters. They were children. With a meat cleaver, a butcher knife, and a small hand saw.
Oh, Jesus.
God, you.
This is the topical portion?
Yeah.
This is the birthday.
And then he solidified his reputation as the most vicious child slayer in criminal history.
Oh,
Though
you know who
barely literate, Fish wrote taunting letters to the parents of his victims, gruesomely detailing how he slayed, butchered, cooked, and then with great enjoyment dined on their offspring. He would inevitably declare that a child's roasted rump was the most toothsome dish in all of gastronomy. Additionally, Fish was a masochist, get this, and he would insert wool doused with lighter fluid into his own anus and set it alight for his own enjoyment. Fish was finally arrested, and he immediately began confessing to killing 700 children.
Get out of here.
Yes, and he was dizzyingly happy about it. Smiled as he described the grisly details of the tortures and the murders, appearing to the detectives, and one of the detectives said he appeared as the devil himself. I mean, this guy was a real jerk.
Now I know there was no Albert Fish. Because I would have heard about that.
700.
Now listen, man, I like the news. You guys like the news? I always watch the news, and I'll tell you something about the news. I don't understand it. But it's for some reason I watch it. I don't even know why, but I think I'm supposed to or something. So I'll watch it, and then the guy will come on and he'll go, anyways, today the deficit. And then I'll go, I've heard that word. And the guy goes, today the Dow Jones NASDAQ Composite Index is down. And then I go, that's not good. Down. Up. I like when it's up. That's my opinion on the... Seems like there's too much news, because now they have 24-hour news. Now, when I was a young boy, the news was half an hour. That was the whole news, And a guy would come on and he'd have a tie, and shit, and he would say the news. And it was a half an hour long. Now, it's 24 hours long. Now, it turns out that back in the old days when it was only half an hour, they had it about right. That's about all the news there is. Even then, there'd always be like a story, some fucking story at the end about a caribou or some horse shit. So there wasn't even enough to fill the half an hour. But 24 hours, way too long. So they have to keep repeating stories all the time and everything, and they'll make up stories, They do that a lot, make up things that aren't really news stories, but they have to, fill the 24 hours, And the one I noticed that they make up a lot, this is the latest one I've seen. I see this all the time on the news. The newsman will come on and he'll go, good evening, everybody. This is the newsman. Whatever he says. He's not going to say that. And he goes, our top story tonight, a lady has vanished. That's the story. And then he goes, let's go outside where there's another guy. So then they cut to outside. And then there's a guy outside, and he's like, hey, listen, how's it going inside? We're outside, and we found out about this lady that vanished. Her name was Janice, and they found her car here in the Taco Bell parking lot. And don't worry about the car, it's fine. But can't find hiding her hair of the lady. Well, back to you. So then you're watching, you go, well, I don't give a fuck on account I never knew Janice in the first place. Matter of fact, I'm kind of happy it's Janice and not somebody I know. But then what they do is they start telling you about Janice, And they go, hey, we found out some cool things about Janice. And you're like, no, that's cool. I don't want to hear it. They go, no, you want to hear it. They can't help themselves. So they go, let's go back to Bill. He's still outside. And how's it going, Bill? And Bill's like, it's all right. It's no inside, but it's cool. And anyways, we found out about Janice. Turns out she's a good lady.
And we found some friends of hers, and here they are. And then, sure enough, they show a lady, and it says, friend of Janice. And she says, I'll tell you something about Janice. You want to hear about Janice? Janice is the type of lady that you could always turn to. You know, you ever want to turn to somebody? Like if you got a problem or something, and you feel like you want to turn? You ever do that? Or maybe your neck just hurts and you want to anyways. The point of it is that once you swiveled your head over this way, the person you'd most want to see in your eye line would be Janice. And then they have another friend of Janice that wasn't the first one. And she'll go, I'll tell you, Janice, oh my God. She was the type of lady that she could walk into a room and light up the whole room, you know? And she didn't have a fucking lighter, not like that. She would just somehow, through sheer tyranny of will, she could somehow illuminate a room. I don't know. And that would be Janice's third friend lady that's not one of the earlier two. And then she goes, I'll tell you about Janice. Is that who you're asking about, Janice? Janice was the type of lady that you could be talking to your best friend in the whole world, and then Janice come in and you go, fuck you, I'm talking to Janice. Because Janice is better than you. Come on, let's face it. She's better than all of us. So anyways, then you're at home and you start liking Janice, you know what I mean? You start getting invested in her. You go, God damn, that Janice is a cool lady. I would like to meet her one day. That would be a lot of... Fuck, I forgot she vanished. Just my luck. They'll find her. Then you get hope. That's not good. I don't give a fuck what Obama says. Hope is never good. Don't try it. It never works out. So you go, oh man, they'll find Janice. They're putting pictures up of her on telephone poles. I think that had worked once. And then the news keeps showing you more things about Janice, you know? And they'll show you like the home videos of her. You're like, God damn, look at that. She's eating a pizza. I like her hair like that. They'll find her. And then you become obsessed with Janice. It's all you can think of, you know? You're at work, fucking just can't wait to get home, agonizing over Janice, you know, thinking about her with eating pizza and shit. And then you go home, and your nights are just fevered dreams of, you know, Janice and bangs and shit like that. And all you can do is turn on the TV and hope, and you know, and then one day, you know, they go, hey, more news on Janice. Here's Bill, he's still outside, and then Bill is like outside, and he's like, here we are. Where, as you can see behind me, they are scouring the woods. They're still searching for Janice, you know. And then you go, oh fuck, not the woods. You know, that's not. Nothing good ever happens in the woods. I've seen enough of these fucking stories to know that Janice ain't coming bounding out of the woods anytime soon. That's it. She's like, hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm just taking a stroll through the woods. What are you taking my picture for? I just take a stroll through the scraggly woods. Now, if they find you in the woods, they always find you in the same place. Every time, they will find you in a shallow grave. I don't know why they don't just look there in the first place. But if I was the police chief, I'd go, listen, I want every shallow grave in the vicinity checked out. I want to clear up this case by Tuesday on account of I'm running for DA or whatever. But doesn't shallow grave seem a mite rash? You know, like these serial killers are supposed to be so shrewd and cunning and everything, you know? At least according to the TV movies I've seen. And but then when it comes time for the grave, they get a little hasty, you know? Oh, there you go, 3 twigs and a leaf. That ought to do it. That That doesn't look like Janice anymore. I don't recall Janice ever wearing 3 leaves and a twig. Oh well. Guess I'll go home and await the authorities now. You gotta prepare these things, you know? You gotta be a little smarter than that. You know, what I would do, and I would never, ever kill a lady in cold blood. I wouldn't. I know I say that now. I don't really know. I can't predict the future, but I don't believe I know there's no river long enough doesn't contain a bend, but I believe that right now, and it might just be vanity, I don't think I would kill a woman in cold blood. But if I did, I would plan it out very carefully, you know, because there's a lot at stake. You know, you think about it, you probably, you know, probably lose your job. I don't know what happens. That's a blemish on the old CV, you know. Even in today's enlightened society, there remains a stigma to being a psychosexual sadist. But what I would do is I would look at the lady, I would select a lady, and then I would follow her habits. You understand what I'm saying? Like I would watch her very carefully, you know? And I go, hey, I noticed that every day she goes to that cheese sandwich shop, and then she comes out with a little paper bag. I'll bet you anything there's a cheese sandwiches in there. You know? So then I'd keep that in my head, you understand? Then I'd say, hey, I notice every Wednesday evening she goes with her other lady friends and they go down to the YWCA and they play basketball with each other, which is fine nowadays, you know? So what I would do is on Wednesday I would go down to the YWCA and what would I be holding in my right hand in the parking lot but a cheese sandwich? So then she would eventually come out of the YWCA, you know, all sweaty with her, you know, her ridiculous 3-colored ball and everything there, you know, and I'd be standing there. And then she'd go, hey, what's in your right hand? And I'd go, nothing. I'd be coy, you know, and she'd go, there's something in your right hand. I'd go, listen, lady, who knows more about what's in their right hand? You or me? I believe, oh, this. Now, this is just a cheese sandwich. Why, you like them or something? What's... I got a whole fucking van full of them over there. Right over there. Yeah, that craziest looking fucking van you ever saw? That's filled with cheese sandwiches. You don't have to have cheese sandwiches in the van, by the way. If you're, unless you want to be known for your detailed work, it's not really necessary. Then I would get the lady in the van and I would drive her to a remote area, an area most known for its remoteness. That's what I would look for. And anyways, I'd take her to the remote area where I had constructed a shed. And then I would get her in there and I would do that thing that makes me feel like God. And then her screams would just bounce off the walls and echo out into nowhere and never touch the ear of civilized man again. And then I would take her body to the woods and bury her in a very, very, very deep grave.
Hey, you ever wonder where, like, I always like saying phrases.
Yeah, you definitely do.
That make me sound smart, like Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude?
Yeah.
You know what that means?
Yeah, taking joy in other people's pain or misery.
Yeah. Post-sasso? Have you ever heard that term?
I feel like I've heard it once before.
Because I said it once on the term.
Yeah.
It suddenly came up that I could use the term post-Sasso.
It's taken the nation by storm since then.
Check this out. You worked on Mad TV.
Yeah.
How long did you work on that?
I worked for 7 weeks.
That's it?
Yeah.
Was it the end of the run?
For me.
I mean, of the show?
It was like after a lot of those, I think after Will Sasso and some of those people left.
Post-Sasso.
Yeah. P.S. But
This is the Twitter award for best Hall of Famer. Going real well. At Albert Brooks. I installed the stripper pole outside my house. Haven't caught one yet. Steve Martin to go. OMG, President Lincoln has been shot. Wait, whoa, my internet connection is so low. At Alec Baldwin, how many friggin' times I gotta say it? 27, she's 27, geez. That's the girlfriend. At Al Yankovic, breaking news, Netflix splits off into a third company called Vernster, where you can rent nothing but Ernest P. Worrell movies for $5 a month. And at NORM MACDONALD, rest in peace, Amy Winehouse. We lost a true heroin addict today.
Hey everybody, it's me, Norm. I couldn't be with you tonight because I'm on location in Spain, where I'm tweeting in Madrid, Spain. If that's a city that's in Spain, then that's where I am. And but I'd like to thank National Lampoon for the good people there. What did they do? They took a once great franchise and burned it asunder. So I'd like to thank them, and I'd like to thank everyone that helped me win this award. Except there aren't any, because it was just me and a computer. I would like to thank the computer. What else? Let me think. It's pretty cool, you know, how far technology has come. Like you people are probably saying right now, hey, look, Norm has hired an entire film crew in Spain, and now he has filmed himself at great expense and has sent the reels over to the United States, and now, but no, you could not be wronger. I am doing this on a telephone. What make you of that? I know, you're saying, hey, Norm, that cannot be right. A telephone is used for telephoning. People take a telephone and they telephone other people and they say, what time is it there? Where you are with your telephone, because it's not the same time here. But that is just the sort of Philistine pig ignorance I've come to expect of you animals. The fact is, welcome to the future. That's all I can say. Welcome to the future. And I myself love Twitter. I follow everybody, you know. I follow Shelby Firo, who has her amusing, is angst a word? I've heard that word before. And I direct messaged her once. That's a true story. And she direct messaged me back. And it was either her or Chris Hansen. Who knows nowadays? But you can find anybody on Twitter. And I enjoy Eddie Pepitone and his tweets, which look to me to be the longest suicide note in history. But thank you for the award. And God damn, I'm telegenic. Well, it's time to do jokes. This is where we put in a big thing, jokes.
Yeah.
So here, you can
Does
start.
it flash? Does it have
You
exclamation
can start.
mark?
Just do the joke right into that camera.
And who wrote these? You got me just doing jokes.
Just read a joke.
Unsolicited. Is this from that joke book, that 1942?
No, this is a real joke.
Two businessmen bought the Milwaukee Bucks for $550 million. They are very excited with their purchase, as this is the only legal way to own black people. Now that is here, and I read that.
Well, you're not there. You know how businessmen are racist?
They are.
Yeah, so it's them being racist.
They
not
are.
You.
The two businessmen that bought the Milwaukee Bucks for $550 million are racist, according
they're
to this.
fine, man. Some gold-plated chains would make a nice retirement gift for a very, very good slave. Well,
Are you serious?
Well, this was written.
Are you serious?
This was written years
Did
ago.
you just write that?
I didn't write
Did
it.
you just say that?
No, I read it. Yes.
You read that?
There was an old. This Lindsay Lohan can't swim a stroke, but she sure knows every dive in town.
That one I liked. That was my favorite. I'm keeping this.
That is a favorite? Did you write this?
I didn't write that one. No.
Sure, junkyard dogs are mean, but the meanest dogs are generally found guarding concentration camps. And it says here, there's a note. Early versions of the Jim Croce's 1973 smash hit Big Bad Leroy Brown. You remember that song?
Tell people what.
No, do you know what you just said?
It
Do you have
included.
any idea what you just read?
This says.
Did you have any idea what you just read?
That
It was an
junkyard dogs.
anti-Semitic joke about the concentration camp.
No.
Oh,
Not
what do you mean?
anti-Semitic at all.
No, it's Semitic?
No.
Well, you know, I know what the problem
They
is.
use
'cause
Did you write it?
I didn't write that.
Who wrote it?
They
Are you-
use the meanest
wrote
dogs.
I don't know who wrote it.
We could nip March Madness in the bud if we watch for the warning signs of brooding antisocial February fever.
Who is writing this? You're doing this. This is your life. You're putting your life on. You dress like horseshit tonight.
No, that was Adam Egan's
I don't
fault.
care.
That was
You
Adam
should have
Egan's
worn
fault. I told
you to bring a
some
wardrobe.
kind of a hose coat.
But that was
you
Adam
got
Egan's
a
fault.
thing with a hood.
But that was Adam Egan's
But then
fault.
you're reading these.
I
This
take
is you. Oh
obviously.
my God Almighty! I'm not part of this.
No, it was written
No,
before.
I'm not part of this. No, you can't read that.
Well,
You know, my clothes, Larry, make me look slimmer, but they did not fool that flight of stairs that collapsed under my astonishing new girth.
Who writes these?
I'm
No,
fat now.
where do they come from?
A man in Chipata allowed a hyena to eat his penis after being told by a witch doctor that would help him become rich. Is it me, or does it sound like that hyena and witch doctor were in cahoots?
I think maybe they were in cahoots.
See, who writes these?
Huh?
We should have this person locked up and looked at, or at least looked at. A 28-year-old med student is auctioning off her virginity online. For $300,000, you can have the worst sex of your life. That's good.
That ain't
That's
bad.
good.
That ain't
who
bad.
writes these?
Oh, well. How about this one?
I know who writes them. You know who writes them? Prison, men in prison.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Let's get back to Tom.
You wrote all these, Norm, or you sit up and write all these, or? Music is the universal language, but one day soon it will be replaced by Chinese.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hey, we got some jokes.
All right,
If
but
that's all right.
But you know, are these street jokes?
No.
So you wrote
they're
them?
Not, they're not. Someone wrote them.
Some of them wrote that you know.
Yeah, some people in this room.
Okay, cool.
Some people in this
Thank
room.
you.
I don't want to say who because in case the joke doesn't work.
Okay, all right. Boy, was it hot outside today. I went out to buy a California Pizza Kitchen signature pepperoni frozen flatbread, and by the time I got home, it was perfectly cooked and entirely eaten. 100% true.
Oh, you ate it. See, I love
Wait,
how
stop.
he laughs. I love how he laughs. It's just weird, right? Some of them are odd. I'm not going to lie to you.
This is a joke.
Well, some of them.
But this is a joke.
I think technically.
Like an observational joke.
Las Vegas is now home to a 550-foot tall Ferris wheel. Also drawing thousands to Las Vegas, whores. That's you. That's your voice all the way right there. It's the old the Norm MacDonald lean in whores.
No. All right, listen, man. A lot of people talk about masturbating to the Sears catalog when they were younger, you know?
Yes, I've looked through them.
You know, because nowadays with the porn and everything. But I'm a lot older than that. Back in my days, you actually had to go to a Sears store and fucking whack off.
To the mannequins.
I don't know. I used to love mannequins.
That doesn't make sense because Sears started as a catalog.
It did?
Yeah.
Sears.
Oh, you're right. You're right. That didn't make sense.
Did you write that one?
Well, you're right, though, because you know what? They used it in the old outhouses. They would use the Sears catalog as toilet paper.
Toilet paper. Because the paper was so thin, probably.
Hey, a cowboy at a rodeo in Georgia used his lasso to apprehend a gunman. At least this is according to a recent segment of America's hottest new game show. Georgia Police Blotter or episode synopsis from Walker, Texas Ranger.
It's a long one. I know. Too long. It wasn't beaded out properly. Where did these come from?
Hey, All My Children star Matthew Cowles. You ever watch All My Children?
Sure.
Well, All My Children star Matthew Cowles has died at the age of 69.
Oh.
Or has he? It's what is all children called? It's called a soap opera.
Yes. Yeah.
Soap opera.
Where do you get these jokes?
Some guy.
A Pakistani father stoned his daughter to death for marrying a man of her own choosing, which means Pakistan's tourism board is going to have to find a new slogan to replace "Come to Pakistan." 3 whole days without anyone being brutally stoned to death by her own father.
You like that one?
These are Norm MacDonald.
No, here, this is an actual joke.
That's what I was laughing at.
Mark, this is an actual joke.
Right.
This is an actual
These are
joke.
Norm jokes.
This is an actual joke. The only things certain in life are death, taxes, and getting caught whacking off in a Target dressing room.
Are these your tips?
I've learned that the hard way. You want to read a joke?
Yeah, man. Who wrote these jokes?
We can't say.
I'd like to do something about a film or something. Oh, good.
How do you know that fast? How do you know that fast?
Glanced and saw.
I'm a good cheater. Fast and Furious 6 opens next week. The cast is getting a little older. It's less fast and furious and more like brisk and peeved.
Remember the good old days back when MILF stood for mentally ill ladies I'd like to fuck? That's not right.
Do you have a writing staff?
Oh, yeah.
You do?
We have Steve O'Donnell.
Steve, these are really good.
To stop a pit bull attacking her daughter, a Texas man bit the dog. Well, that's an interesting story. A man bites a dog. It's not what I would call news.
Man bites dog?
Yeah.
It used to be dog bites man, right?
Yeah.
Is that the joke?
Yeah.
I don't get this. I don't get it, really. Do you write these for real? These come from the fucking YouTube. Are these in the audience? They write them? Did you read them? Did you write them or the audience?
Sure.
No. Neil Patrick Harris posed nude for the cover of Rolling Stone except for a hat hanging off his wiener. And this morning, Adam Egat. Oh, is that your name? Fucking change it. And this morning, Adam woke up and said, "Hey, where's my hat?"
Sorry, Neil Patrick Harris' cock.
It's on his dick. Go get it.
I bet Neil Patrick Harris fucking shoved his cock deep up his asshole. Huh?
Oh my God.
But he probably couldn't even get it hard because look at him. So he had to like cram it in. Like, you ever have to cram it in? Or no, you probably.
Recent studies show fish can communicate with each other using subtle physical gestures. One of their most common messages, let's leave this party early. I don't know, what is that?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, it's a subtle, it's fucking his joke. Hey, World Cup. You watch the World Cup?
Oh, I'm wearing one. I'm king here. In World Cup soccer, Mexico defeated Cameroon 1-0, or as it's known in soccer, a blowout.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, very low-scoring games. You know?
Who wrote these? The enemy? Can't find a joke we like.